that I used to use years.
Welcome, boys and ghouls, to another edition of Spokane Ghost Talk. This is your ghost hosts, Brian and Rick, with special guests, Minnesota Spirit Hunters. So kick back, relax, and let us do the ghosting for you with this podcast. Let's have some fun. What is up, SGC fans, paranormal fans from around the world? I am Brian, your ghost host and lead investigator of the Spokane Ghost crew. And to my right is a picture of the ceiling. All right, oh God, there you are. That new shave job scared the hell out of me, dude. What's up with that? I'm used to seeing you with the furry face, man. I'm not used to that yet. You got to quit popping up and scaring people. Ooh. Introduce yourself, fool.
I'm Rick, a senior investigator at Spokane Ghost Crew.
Don't forget my ghostly co-host,
Brian James Wright.
Wrong way, sharp stuff. There you go. There you go.
There he is,
I
right there.
love being pointed at. Here, you want to pick my nose for me? I think you might get a gold mine tonight.
Right.
All right. Wow, we already have a comment. Matt Barron first. Hello. Yeah, I know, Matt. I know. They were yours first. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to step on toes, homie.
Hey, Matt, don't believe him. Shh, don't say anything. Oh, sorry, we're live. My bad.
Dude, I'm sitting here literally freaking watching you. Are you serious right now? All right, guys, we have a hell of a show for you tonight. We have the Minnesota Spirit Squad, or Spirit Hunters.
Spirit Squad, really?
God, I had wrestling stuck on the brain for a second. Wow. Let's retry that. Minnesota Spirit Hunters. As you can see, their background is behind us right now.
You can kind of see it.
Oh, you said I meant I was here live first, LOL. All right. Matt number one.
Matt number one.
All right, guys. Without any further ado, let's bring on Marcus and Lisa Marie of the Minnesota Spirit Hunters, not Spirit Squad.
Hey, Spirit Squad is all good.
I am so sorry. I had wrestling on the brain. I've had it on my brain all day.
Hey, so we're going to get a gold mine tonight, huh?
Apparently.
We are.
Hey, Brian, you might get a message from Nicole Thompson for the link. She's one of our investigators. She's going to try to join us.
Well, all she has to do is send me a message on Messenger, and I can, or you guys can forward the link to her.
I'll forward the link.
And from there, she can click on it. She'll show up in my guest, and we'll add her on.
Well, we appreciate you having us on tonight. We're pleased to be here. Truly.
Hey, we appreciate you guys coming on.
We've got to get you. We've got to get you on the Minnesota Spirit Hunters live hangout and interview. We got to get you on there.
Oh, that would be killer, dude. That would be killer.
Yep, definitely.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, because we love supporting people. We have a really good lot of supporters. Our page just hit over 2,500 followers. It's from all the hard work we've been doing, all the supporters like sharing us out, and we would like to do that for you guys also. That way everyone can see who you guys are too, and what your podcasts are and stuff, because they're fun.
Well, what you should do is you should tell them how to get to your page. How do you support the Minnesota Spirit Hunters?
All right. So basically, you go on Facebook and you type in our name, Minnesota Spirit Hunters. It's going to pop up quite a few different links because we have different branches of Minnesota Spirit Hunters. We have our podcast, and then we have our talk show, and then we have a couple others. But you can go on there, and we have events under the events link, and then we have anybody can post on our wall. And if you have investigation suggestions, we're down for anything. And we just want to see you guys come on over and support us, and we love supporting others. So if you're big into the paranormal, let us know, and we'll do our best to work with you and get you on our show and hopefully get on your show. So
God, that sounds phenomenal. You know, I love nothing more than to hear another paranormal team talk about sharing the love for other paranormal teams. Because in my opinion, we should all be this one giant team, and we shouldn't be competing against each other, except for the people that charge. You people that charge are assholes. I can't stand that when a paranormal team, hey, we'll come investigate your house for $250.
Okay, so as far as investigations, I'm not in the paranormal business for the money. I'm in it for I'm in it for helping others. Like I say in the theme of our opener for our show, we want to help clients kind of put their minds at ease, and we also want to help the dead find the light. That's kind of what we do. We take donations for the team. It's absolutely not required. I do not believe in charging for an investigation. There's no use in charging for an investigation because sometimes if you have something in your house or your business or whatever you have it in, and this thing isn't friendly, well, that's kind of your life on the line, because spirits can kill you sometimes, That's the thing. And I'm not going to charge you for basically cleansing your house or seeing what's in your house or whatever. You want to send me a donation so we can get more equipment and stuff, go for it. But I'm not going to require it. It's not required. So.
Right. Matt Barron, paranormal consultant, says that's cheap compared to another team I know, $1,500 per investigation. Here's my theory.
No, there's people out there. There's people out there that might be enduring things that don't have the money. They might be, a family that's struggling, and we're there to kind of help. And we don't want to put any more burden than what they're going through. We want to kind of remove some of that if we can.
Absolutely.
You see, it's like when I post to find us investigations, if I can't seem to find us any by word of mouth, I'm on these buy, sell, and trade groups all around Spokane, Eastern Washington, and Northern Idaho. And, I'll put on there what we do, what investigations we're looking for in the time of the month, and what our credentials are. And, we'll get hit up after being called crackheads and thieves and let's see what else, fakers. We've been called all sorts of shit throughout our 8 years. And, you got to have a really thick skin to post in those groups. But there are those people that read that and are like, you know what? We need to get a hold of these guys.
If I could say something, I absolutely support everyone's opinion, and I get if you don't believe in spirits and you don't believe in ghosts, that's your opinion. And if anybody thinks what we do is fake, and that's not such a thing, and we fake it all, and the equipment is all fake, come with us one time. You'll see that we don't fake a single thing. So
exactly.
I'm just putting it out there that what we do, we're potentially putting our lives on the line too. But I do it to help other people. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do.
It's like I told this guy. He said, and I quote, "This is a bunch of horse shit, admin. Please quit letting posts like this on this group site." I wrote him a message back and I said, "Look, you have so many people on these buy, sell, and trades trying to help people. Why are you going to discriminate me trying to help people that deal with their paranormal activity on a daily basis just because you're a skeptic?"
Right.
I said, "Dude, I get that. And before you go on your little rant about how we rip people off, we don't charge a dime. And on a side note, if you will, before you say we fake our evidence, we haven't faked a single thing in over 7.5 years." And then I told him, "I bet you I could take you to a couple of places, sir, that would change your mind. You know, I'm sorry you're a skeptic and I'm sorry you don't believe. That's my rant. Have a wonderful day."
Yep.
This guy actually hit me up a couple weeks later and said, you know, "Hey, I would like to go out with you guys on an investigation."
Wow.
Like, I find the most polite way.
Yeah, it's really sad out there that a lot of people acting that way.
It is. I mean, why do you gotta, you know, troll people and do the name calling and all that when you can just simply say, "I don't believe," or don't say nothing at all and just keep scrolling because it has nothing to pertain to you.
If I could put in a little input here, I back in the past, let's say, I've been in the paranormal for 2 years now. I opened my first paranormal company 2 years ago.
Nice.
Minnesota Spirit Hunters is in business for a year now, but before I opened my very first paranormal company, I didn't believe in this stuff. I thought people were nuts for going out and waving around some equipment to see if they can communicate. But here's the thing. I didn't put my opinions out there. My opinion is my opinion. I didn't put it out there because I want people to basically, their beliefs is their beliefs. If they believe in hunting spirits and hunting ghosts, then yeah, you know, go for it. I didn't believe in any of this, let's say 10 years ago or so. I didn't believe in nothing like this until I had my own experience. When I had my own experience, it just popped to me like that was otherworldly. That can't be something that would happen normally. You know, that's not normal.
Right.
And ever since then, you know, I was terrified after that because I wouldn't even want to go up or down the stairs in the dark. You know, I'd probably just run up the stairs. It's crazy. And then ever since I started putting a team together and I started going out using equipment and stuff, I now believe, and now I get why equipment is used, and I absolutely believe that spirits are real. And just everything that I've done since I opened a paranormal company, I now believe what I didn't believe before, because you know we've contacted a few evil things. We've contacted some awesome cool spirits, like, hey, I want to crack a beer with this guy if he was still alive, you know. But
right,
you know, yeah, but I never put my opinion out there. If I had an opinion, I could talk all the trash I wanted in my head, but you know, I'm not going to go and bust somebody's balls over social media, you know.
Exactly. So, and we have Glenn Morgan. Hello, everyone. Hello from Maryland.
Hi, Glenn.
Hello,
hey, Glenn.
Glenn is one of those supporters out there for teams. He joins a lot of teams for support, so he's really awesome.
Thank you, Glenn.
Paranormal consultant. I have a challenge that has been going on for 15 years. If anybody can scientifically prove Says the paranormal is BS. I'll quit that day.
I got
Matt,
you, bro.
I'm with you 110%, brother. So let me ask you guys a question. This one first for Marcus, and then we'll get with you, Lisa. Marcus, tell us about your first experience with the paranormal.
You talking about when I opened a company, or just my first ever ghost experience?
Hold on one second here. Mike Bandy says, us paranormal enthusiasts never push spirits or ghosts on people, but there sure are a hell of a lot of disbelievers that will not hesitate to reprimand us.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mike,
I agree with you 110%, brother. 110%.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Marcus, your very first paranormal or your very first encounter with a spirit, sir.
Okay, so I was talking about this, I believe, on the Paranormal and the Funhouse podcast. I don't remember which one, but back in like 2009, 2010, we were staying in a motel for a couple weeks and whatever. And we knew the history of the motel before we moved in before we went and stayed there. Basically there were 4 levels of the motel, and the 4th floor was completely closed down because previously 2-3 rooms, people had gotten murdered in those rooms, and they completely blocked off the whole top floor. The only way you could go up there is the laundry room. That was the only laundry room in the motel. So we go up to the laundry room, and we take our little Jack Russell Terrier dog up there and everything, because we're just going to throw laundry in the washer. Well, my mom is loading the washer, whatever, putting our clothes in there. And I'm standing kind of, the washer's over here and the door's right here. I'm standing by the door, and right beside the laundry room is the staircase doors with a little glass window there. Well, I happened to look out the door at the laundry room, or the staircase door with that little glass window, and I saw a face with nothing but an orange jumpsuit on. Completely crazy, because why would somebody peek in the door and not come in, you know?
Right.
And like 2.5 seconds later, I go out of the laundry room and open that staircase door. Nobody is there. Nobody. And granted, there's a ton of stairs. There's a ton of stairs on the staircase, and they couldn't have disappeared that fast. However, when we went back up to get our clothes out of the dryer, the whole top floor was completely dark, and there was nobody up there. Nobody was allowed up there. Nobody. I saw that same person on the very other end of the hallway. It was completely crazy, because they did not go upstairs when we were up there. And this whole floor is dark. There's not a single person there, but I look down the hallway, and there he stands, completely orange jumpsuit, like he was in prison. And ever since then, I'm like, man, you know, it's still playing in my mind. You know, it was a crazy experience.
Oh man, I could definitely imagine. Before we get to you, Lisa, Glenn wants everybody to know he lives near a former Civil War prison camp, Point Lookout, Scotland, MD.
Wow.
That is phenomenal.
Maryland.
Wow.
All right, Lisa, what was your first paranormal experience?
Well, I started when I was 8, seeing shadows, scared the crap out of me in my home growing up. You know, I would always see an older guy with a hat in the corner of the hallway. But I didn't know I was a kid at that time. I would get scared, run back to my bedroom. I had objects in my mom's home, like come up the stairwell, and stuff. But even growing up and started driving, I still would see apparitions. I remember one time I was driving after work, and a whole dark shadow, like it was a whole person. I literally stopped on my brakes to let them cross the street. And I was like, and then they vanished. And I was like, oh my God, what the heck was that? And I was like, really? So yeah, I've been seeing a lot of stuff pretty much my whole life. So
Nice. Rick,
What?
you furless face freak. What was your first paranormal experience?
Real quick, Rick, how can you just let him talk to you like that?
Yeah. What you gonna do about it, huh? You gonna come get me over camera? Oh no, this guy, he'll get me after the podcast. He'll put something in my food that'll completely burn my mouth. Or
Make sure you record that, Rick. I want to see.
Well, I'll slip him a Pockies chip challenge.
Oh, screw you, dude. Been there, done that. Before
I'll do
we
it
get to
again.
your experience, I lasted 3 minutes on the Pocky challenge. Our other senior investigator, John, lasted 1:30. My wife, dude,
entire time.
lasted an hour and 30 minutes.
No way.
Dead serious,
Yeah.
dude.
Have you guys tried the Carolina Reaper challenge? Because I have.
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
By the hour and a half mark, I had kind of lost almost every bit of burn and forgot that I was doing the chip challenge and decided to drink a soda.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
Bad
Jeez.
choice.
My wife is a hell of a trooper, man. She is a trooper.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Okay. I have to say this.
Rick.
Matt goes, throw a cat at him.
We don't have falling cats yet since the first one.
Lisa
All
has
right.
you can throw.
That is
Yeah,
it.
you don't try to get
I am
outside.
tired of the cat throwing, Mr. Paranormal Consultant. So me and him were on the podcast a couple weeks or a few days. I've done so many podcasts in the past 2 weeks. It's crazy. But
That's
Lisa was
fun,
with us, and I'm sitting here talking, freezing my ass off in like 35-degree weather.
You
All of
like
a
it, though?
sudden, I see this white thing come flying down. My wind chimes go crazy. I jump back in my chair, almost fall backwards. And the next thing I know, it's a freaking cat trying to get into my apartment, which he does. Rick is sitting there with a broom and a dustpan trying to fight this cat.
Those cat claws were hella sharp, man. I was not
And-
about to get fucking mangled.
Man,
My
we should have
wife
saw that.
just-
That would have been fun.
My wife just picks him up, puts him outside. It was definitely crazy. Matt says, we're not tired of it, LOL. Glenn Morgan,
We haven't even seen it.
you all are doing a great show and live stream. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Glenn.
Very much
Thanks,
appreciate that. We're like I said, Spokane Ghost Talk is actually new. We've been around less than a month and have already done more than 4 podcasts.
Love it.
We're
Awesome.
enjoying the hell out of it. So
Indeed we are.
getting off track here. One track
My
mind.
first investigation, yes, I remember. Okay.
No, not your first investigation. Your first encounter with a spirit.
Oh shit.
That doesn't mean your ex-wife, buddy.
That's never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, she sure had a way of kissing your ass, just like mine did. We won't go there though. Leaving the ex-wife out of this.
Mine would be it's gonna have to be a day in our house still, man.
So our
entity
first
upstairs-
investigation.
The what?
So our first investigation was your first paranormal experience?
Yeah. honestly.
Really? I mean,
I
what?
think my cat is
what'd you
chasing
experience?
something. Oh my God, if she does it, oh my God, this is super funny. What the hell was all that?
Well, the best experience would have to be the upstairs bedroom, that tiny ass room we're all sitting in at once.
Yeah.
I got the overwhelming feeling of energy. And I looked at Trevor. I said, dude, take a picture now. Take it now, do it. And he did. And that's when we caught that apparition right behind Chandra.
Actually, give me 1 second here and I'll see if I can pull that up real quick. For those of you that don't know what the J&R house is, that was our very first investigation. We started out with nothing but 3 cellular flip phones. It was quite intense. The story behind it was Joe Jeffries was one of my really good friends.
And he's skeptic at the time.
Yeah, he was a big skeptic. And his daughter kept getting like the blankets pulled off and stuff like that. And once she actually got her whole foot was yanked out of bed and she was almost drugged.
Wow.
So they decided, they were like, we hear you guys are starting a team, come put their minds at ease and let them know that there's nothing in here. So we actually went in our first investigation, and man, it was wild. I had never experienced anything like that in my life. We first started out with EVP Sessions, which, as you know, with little flip phones, you get 10 minutes of time and then you got to go back and listen to them. And
yeah,
if you don't catch nothing, you got to delete it. And
yeah.
Find the video.
Sorry, short bathroom break.
The picture. But long and short of it, I was physically attacked in there twice. Teddy bears came flying off the bed. A couple of roses were destroyed for no reason. Let's see what else. We caught that really cool picture. I got called out by my nickname, which nobody knew besides Joe, Lisa, Bailey, and the team. Let's see, what else was there? There's a few other things. You guys can actually go on YouTube and type in Spokane Ghost Crew, and we actually have that investigation on there.
Okay.
And
cool.
It was nasty. By the time we got to cleaning it, we had investigated it probably 25, 30 times. It landed us our first TV break on Creme 2 News. Please don't watch that video. It's embarrassing.
Now I'm going to watch it.
We got to watch it all. We got to watch it all. Get to know you.
We're standing there all frozen in place.
It didn't happen if it didn't happen if you can't see it.
Right. And we tell them not to use the Ghostbusters theme. Please do not use the Ghostbusters theme. And they do it anyways. But yeah, we pretty much stood there frozen in place. The chick next to me was smoking hot, little redhead, kind of chunky. So you'll see me freaking glancing over at her.
I bet you she's watching right now.
What's that?
I bet you she's watching right now.
I hope so. They said to be there at 5 a.m. for the show. So mine and Rick's dumbasses decide, we'll watch, we'll study, watch Ghost Adventures and all that, and take notes like we do, and we'll stay up all night. Bad idea.
How'd that work out?
It It didn't.
That's the only words.
Rick showed up in a wrestling t-shirt. I showed up at least in a black hoodie. But my first experience in the paranormal, I was 5 years old. It was right before we moved to the Dalles. Oh, shit. Hang on a second. Hi, Nicole.
Hey.
Oh, you got on.
What's up?
Welcome.
Yeah.
Make sure you clock
Before we moved to the Dalles, we were living in a little 2-bedroom house. Me and my sister shared a room at the time, and our closet door would open up by itself at night, and there would be just these glowing red eyes in the back of the closet. You turn the light on, they're gone. You turn them off, they're there. And it wouldn't say nothing. It wouldn't move. It wouldn't breathe. They just stayed there and stared at us. From there, I just fell in love more with the paranormal as I got older. And I noticed, all these shows, they're going to haunted places already, and they're not trying to help people. So I looked at my brother Rick one day, and I was like, dude, why don't we start a team so we can help people with their activity instead of just ghost hunting? Right. And that's how we were formed.
Wow. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how when something scares the holy shit out of you, that you just want to keep going. You want more because you like that suspense or whatever. It's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy.
So Nicole,
just like when these guys were at Edinburgh Manor on the 1st and 2nd, I noticed there were times in the episode where you guys were scared a little bit. I noticed that. You can't tell me there wasn't. You guys just wanted more. You just kept going. Nothing stopped you. So, right here, awesome. These people right here are amazing. Great team. I don't know how I got lucky to get the team that I have. So
right.
Holy shit! Lisa's head is huge.
So Nicole, I'm gonna throw you on the hot seat now.
Oh gosh.
Since you just joined us, welcome, Nicole. By the way, I'm Brian.
Nice
and
to meet
the little ceiling thing that you're staring at's my invisible co-host Rick.
Co-host.
Brian, you know what you're gonna have to do for Rick?
What's that?
You know what you're gonna have to do is get a picture on a cardboard, so when he leaves, just put him there.
Right? Go put a piece of cardboard up that says BRB.
Right?
So Nicole,
he'll be right back. He'll be right back after the podcast.
Your first paranormal experience.
Oh gosh. I went to stay at my friend's apartment, and I knew it was haunted before going there, but she didn't really think anything was going to happen since nothing had happened in like a long time. But so that night I was sleeping on her bed. She was sleeping on the floor for some reason. I can't remember why. But I was in her bed, and I kept hearing like 3 knocks on the wall, like right next to my head. And it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was like, okay, I'm just going to, go back to bed. This is like freaking me out. And then I woke up at like,
feedback.
I woke up at like 1 a.m. and I was just laying there because I couldn't fall asleep. And all of a sudden the door it slammed shut super loud. Like it was not the wind. It scared the crap out of me.
Uh-oh.
And then
all right.
The next morning I was brushing my teeth, and then my legs started to like burn a little bit, and I was like, okay, that's really weird. So I pulled up my pants, and there were like 3 scratches on my leg, and it freaked me out a lot. and then my nose started to bleed. I don't know if that was just a coincidence, but my nose had never bled in my life before, so it kind of freaked me out.
I bet.
Yeah, I bet.
And then,
All right.
yeah, I was talking
Hang
to my
on.
friend.
Oh,
and-
sorry. Go ahead.
I was talking to my friend the next morning, and she was like, "Did you get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, that's weird because I felt somebody walk past me like twice." I was like, "Okay."
Oh, no.
So.
Oh, dude, that ever tell experience I had at the Hoffman house? You
Hey,
were
Rochelle.
asleep, and I went in the bathroom downstairs. I think Kenny was in the bathroom, honestly, on her phone or playing games or whatever. And that bathroom, so I went upstairs.
Ooh, turn your volume down.
Ah,
Sorry about that.
And here we go.
my volume down, yours. Sucker.
Go put your phone in the house.
Oh. Difficulties.
All right. So we have Joseph Grimm. Brian, what up? What up, Joseph Grimm? He was on our show last night. And we have Glenn Morgan, lots of times going to sites and on EVP. My name Glenn is heard clear and loud on the EVPs.
Wow.
Glenn Morgan, I would like you to send me a message on Messenger because I would definitely like you on my podcast. Been doing ghost investigations over 10 years. Also been interested since I was in my mid-50s. Paranormal consultant. At least the cardboard would be more interactive. And Rick says, "Boo, Matt.
Hey, good
Boo,
idea.
Matt." All right. Does anybody know Rachel?
We do. That's our medium on the
Yes.
team, Rochelle.
Welcome, Rachel.
Rochelle, what's up?
Hi guys.
Hello,
Hi, Rochelle.
Rachel.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
We
can.
can. Oh, shit. I just left the studio. Oh, God.
Hey, Dad.
All right, you guys are going to notice I hit the back button at least once a podcast. So, yeah, probably 3 or 4 more times. All right. So, Rachel, are you here still?
She
Okay, we'll
left.
bring her back in here.
There she is.
Rachel, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the podcast.
Yep, I'm driving down the road, so
Oh, all right. Driving while podcasting. I like it. That's a new one.
it's
Hey,
So-
if you're dedicated, you'll make anything happen.
Right. Just make sure your hands are at 10 and 2 and your eyes are on the road.
oh yeah, absolutely.
So what's your first paranormal experience, Rachel?
I was probably 5, sitting at my grandparents' house, and my grandpa had passed away. And Peter and his chair started rocking. My grandma was in the other room, and I just kind of looked over and went, huh. Hey, Grandma, I'm gonna come up, yeah. So Grandpa was sitting in his chair rocking away, and there was no Grandpa anymore. So
Wow.
Oh, man. All right. We got Joseph Grimm again. Shout out to my room. MIG, Paranormal Ghost Hunters, stands for Marie Isaiah Grimm. All right. So I got to ask Marcus. We got 4 members of your team on here. How many members do you have?
We have a total of 10 members. I know we're a big team.
Hey, that's all right. We got, I believe, 10 or 12 ourselves.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, we're a big team. I feel that. So we got 2 mediums. Everyone has the investigator title in their part on the team. So everybody investigates. We got Rochelle and her son as our mediums. And yeah, I just feel like everybody needs an opportunity to get out there and check out the paranormal world, whether you're a skeptic or not. So I feel that everybody on the team has done a great job so far. So
Nice.
yeah,
So,
we got a total of 10 members, and I'm always looking for more. So
my question is I'm going to ask you why you chose each one of these 4 members that are on our podcast tonight.
all right. So who are we going to start with? I'll start with whoever's on.
Lisa.
Start with Lisa?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't want Lisa. No, I'm just kidding. So when Lisa came to me,
I just stopped enough.
Ooh, virtual slapping, cat fight.
So when Lisa came to the team, I believe I had saw something from Lisa on Facebook about a weight loss journey or something, because both of us were trying to do that at the time. Well, I mentioned something. I posted something to my personal wall on Facebook, and Lisa had commented on it of her interest in the paranormal. So and then I told her to reach out to me and maybe get her on the team. Well, from there, it was just like, she reached out to me, and within 30 minutes, holy crap, she was on the team. I don't know. I felt like Lisa had a lot of potential, and that's why I kind of didn't hesitate to put her on the team. So as far as her, she's been my assistant lead and assistant manager for 3 or 4 months now, and done a good job so far. So really appreciate having you on the team, Lisa. So.
When I put members on my team, because I usually don't hire new members. It started out me, Rick, John, who's my senior investigator, who just came back after 5 years, and David. We put on my sister, we put on my wife. We keep it in the family. And then the first 2 people I hired tried to take over my position and my company.
Wow.
So they had to go. My next hiree was Richard Guthrie. He's on hiatus right now, but when he's in the field, he's my second lead. Bree Schroeder was a good add-on. She's our equipment tech, and she builds the equipment and sells it to us at a very reasonable price. But like Lisa, I just added Kimberly Case and Carol Adkins. Adkins is a clairvoyant, and Kimberly is a medium and can also save your ass with about anything she can when it comes to keys, moon water, you name it, she's got it.
Right.
Nice.
I feel apologize. I'm getting a some kidney pain right now from smoking some CBD, but I'll be back in a few.
Perfect.
But yeah, is there a screening process or anything that people have to go through to join your team?
So to join the team, I recently started this because when I first started the team, I was just, talking to people who applied and just automatically putting them on the team. That didn't work out because I've had people who wasn't really reliable at times. And so I started the process of going through interviews, and the interview was only me first. So they would go through an interview with me, and I would talk it over with the team, and we'd make a decision. Now, to get on the team, you have to go through 2 interviews, Lisa first, and then Lisa will set up an interview to go through me, and then after both interviews are done, me and Lisa will go over the interviews and application, and we'll make a decision. So
nice. Yeah, the way we do things now is usually the person will meet up with me and my vice president, which is my sister.
It's not her.
And if it's not her, it's my senior investigator, Rick. And then they have to come physically to the office to see how well they mesh with the team outside of work. And if we can all get along, we're having a great time. We're all alike, we have, similar tastes and everything. Then we'll give them a trial investigation to see how they do. And if they can nail that trial investigation, then we go ahead and add them on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what we have been doing after me and Lisa make a decision. We'll make a decision after the 2 interviews, and we'll say if they're on the team or not. Well, Nicole, you went through this, I believe.
I did.
Yeah, when we put you on the team, we basically made the decision to put Nicole on the team, and then had Nicole come over for an orientation type thing and get all the paperwork and stuff done. And then Lisa took her out to the Palmer House Hotel, most haunted hotel in Minnesota.
Nice.
And then from there, I saw footage from the Palmer House, and I think ever since then, Nicole has been really good on the team. So that's awesome. That's basically how we do it. We don't require a trial investigation before hiring. However, after hiring, we usually would like to set up a trial investigation. So,
let's see. There's 2 investigators recently that. Number 1 was Carol, our clairvoyant. She came over, and the way she was just instant. We knew her for 20 minutes, and I was like, yeah, this girl's on our team. This girl's with us. And Kimberly, we started out talking about she wanted an SGC shirt because we're trying to come up with fundage for merchandise right now. And we started talking more and more and found out that she was a part of a team a while ago and had, a lot of her own equipment. And I was like, okay, well, the more I talked to her, the more we got along. So we went out and met her. And not only can she investigate, but she makes all sorts of shit. We're talking shirts, stickers, tumblers. She can even make us a pair of shoes, an SGC pair of shoes if we wanted them.
Wow.
That's not the reason I put her on. I put her on because she had experience in the field, and she had her first investigation with us at the Roxy, and man, she electrified it.
That was awesome.
Hands down, one of the top 3 investigators we have on the team right now.
Wow.
And
as far as when I put Rochelle on the team, Rochelle is one of our longest running members. T was on your podcast the other day. She is our longest running member. She was here from the beginning when I first opened the team. And then we have Rochelle, who came after T. And so when Rochelle came to the team, I believe, Rochelle, did we take you somewhere to kind of test out your abilities, or?
No, you asked me questions on the phone. You guys are trying to help me
okay.
figure out what your baby was and stuff, and all that kind of different
stuff. You didn't ask her what number am I thinking of between 1 and 10, did you?
So here's the thing.
Yeah, we did know.
So when we hired Rochelle, I don't remember if you told me you were a medium when we hired you at first.
I wasn't sure what I was. I just knew I used to see a lot of things.
Right. Oh, okay. So I remember when we hired Rochelle. Funny story is, when I hired Rochelle, I'm sitting in the KFC parking lot. That's besides the story. But so I got a couple messages from Rochelle, and at first I'm like, when Rochelle was messaging me at first, I'm like, I didn't know who you were at first, and then I read your messages, like, you thought you would be a good asset to the team. Well, we went through the interview and everything, and when we got her on the team, I believe your first investigation with us was the. Did you go to the Rice Lake Cemetery in Bram with us?
In Bram, no.
No, okay. So your first investigation with us was Ripley's, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so took her to Ripley's, believe it or not, and just from there, when we got into that investigation, it was crazy. We were on the top floor of Ripley's, 3 different floors on the top floor, and Rochelle and I are using the K2 meter to investigate this one specific area on the top floor. Well, it was insane. All of a sudden, I'm doing something and I'm recording some footage, and Rochelle was like, "Marcus, look." And at first, I thought she had something on her arm because she was showing me hair standing up on edge on her arm, completely just standing up on her arm. And we're at this box called the Warlock Ceremonial Chest, located directly next to this guy named Peter Curtin's real head. Ripley's has somebody's real head in the museum. It was crazy. And
wow.
And from there, I'm just like, ever since I saw your abilities on our first investigation, Rochelle, it's been awesome. And so ever since then, you've been to like what, 3 or 4 different places with us?
Yep.
Yeah. So everybody has their own story about entering the team, and everybody's just phenomenal. So
nice. Matt says, "Oh, can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I kind of froze on this side, guys. I'm gonna have to hop out and be right back."
All right.
Rick, you're in charge again.
I see this. Hi, everybody.
Better ask Rick.
Sorry, I had to step away for a minute.
My butt's getting sore,
I
guys.
decided that we just need a cardboard picture of you from now on.
All right, here we go. Now, Paranormal Consultant says, "Bring them all to my show, Marcus. LOL. I've had over 30 on my team at one point."
Woo!
Now,
That's a
I
lot.
would like to mention Matt, Kimberly Case. Hey, Kimberly, I'll find a way to send you a link here in a second. You can join us. The Paranormal Consultant. So, our team went down for about 2 years due to COVID. Rick, bless his little pea-picking heart, was the one that kept the team alive through the group page, kept all of our fans going. We had 3.2 thousand fans at the time. And we're sitting on the couch one night, and he looks at me and he goes, "I bet you can't get this team up and running again." I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "You heard me, sucker. I bet you can't get this team up and running again. I don't think you can do it." I said, "Is this like an official bet or what?" He goes, "Yeah, this is an official bet. Gets team up and running again. I dare you." So that next night, I started brainstorming. I'm like, okay, let the fans know we're back. First thing I need to do is find investigations. So I'm working on that. And then I'm like, why don't I start networking? So I just looked up paranormal teams in the Facebook search app. And for the next 2 months straight, every day, 8 to 10 hours, I'm asking every paranormal team if they want to do a trade with us. Meaning we get to post our stuff on their wall. They post their stuff on our wall. And the next thing I know, we've gone from 3.2 to 3.7. And then this was just last month. And then I meet Mr. Fancy Pants down here, the paranormal consultant. Just by saying, you know, I didn't know him. I just saw a podcast and I was like, that would be something cool. So I messaged him. I said, hey, Matt, you know, my name's Brian. This is what I do, blah, blah, blah. If you ever want to do a podcast from somebody from the Northwest, we're the team. And no sooner than probably an hour or two later, he says, when are you available? I kind of sitting here looking at it going, oh, shit, he's serious. So I was like, I'm available whenever. He goes, good. Be ready tomorrow night.
Wow.
The link.
Wow.
So I go on to his podcast, and like you guys were, well, two out of the four of you knew, we meet up an hour early behind curtains to kind of go over everything. Well, I'm telling him about my team. I'm like, look, you know, we've got way up fans, but I can't find investigations, you know, this, and that. And he says, well, do this, you know, start expanding your empire, start adding new people on, you know, start looking here and here for investigation. I mean, he told me so much shit that I ran an actual meeting from just what he told me.
Wow.
Yeah, you did actually that night.
And about a month later, or a couple weeks later, we get, you know, 3 new members, which would be Carol Ann, Kimmy, and Sarah Russell. All of a sudden, investigations just start flooding in from nowhere.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We got people every day asking to join the group. Since I took Matt's advice, we've gone up to 3.9 thousand people from across the United States and the world. And I've been on his podcast twice. And this dude is just amazing. He completely revamped my team. We now have that fire that we had when we first started. You know, he's woken up the inner investigator in my entire team that has been with me since day one.
Yeah, that was something we actually needed, a little fire lit.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, Matt's one of my best friends. I talk to him on a daily basis, you know, and he's more than a paranormal consultant with me. And if your guys' team is in any trouble or you need, you know, just advice on something or someone to talk to, Matt is definitely the guy to go to.
Awesome.
Yeah, he also talks about this thing called Para-Unity Day, which is going to take place next year, September 26th, in his hometown. I can't remember, but I know it's in Pennsylvania. And I know it's an hour away from Gettysburg, but he wants to get all the paranormal teams he can.
Yes, you did, Matt. You kicked us in the ass a bit.
Right. And just meet up for the day, have fun, and then as a one cohesive unit, just go and massacre Gettysburg.
That's still on my bucket list for sure. I really want to do Gettysburg Battlefield so bad.
And Matt says, you did the work. I just kicked you in the ass, laughed my ass off. I mean, yeah, we have the pedal to the metal right now. You know, there's no signs of us stopping, but if it wasn't for his advice, we would be sitting on our asses spinning around right now. Oh, and his hometown is Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So, what part of Minnesota are you guys from?
So we're actually spread throughout Minnesota. Our office is located in Mora, small town, in kind of middle of Minnesota. I don't know where it is. What the heck? But we have Lisa in Coon Rapids. Rochelle, I forgot what town you live in.
Up by Mille Lacs Lake. That's easier.
Okay. And then Nicole, I forgot what town you live in.
I'm in Anoka County. I'm by.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys, how do you meet up for an investigation? Like, if you're not in the same town?
So what we have been doing, we have monthly team meetings, and everybody basically comes to Mora to the office for the meetings. As far as investigations, we do the planning way ahead of time. Right now, we're gonna start prepping up for our December investigation. What we do is either we figure out a carpool schedule, who's riding with who's driving, and then in order to go, we basically either choose a meeting spot or we'll just all go and meet at the location. Like we did what we did with Ripley's, believe it or not, in June is almost everybody met with me here in Mora, and we hopped in my vehicle and we went. Poor Lisa, she drove on her own. But
I did. That was a long drive.
So with our November meeting, we're gonna discuss the carpool schedule for December. We have a 4-hour drive to this investigation. So we're gonna decide who's driving, who's riding with who, and then if we're gonna all try to be together on the road, we're gonna choose a meeting spot, or we're just all gonna go and meet at the investigation. So
nice. So Glenn puts love both of your groups. I am a sign for both of your groups. Glenn Morgan, if you can hear this, number one, you're awesome for supporting the paranormal field. Number two, like I said earlier, send me a message on Messenger. I would love to have you on the podcast. So where's the investigation, you guys, that's 4 hours away?
It's called the Boyd House LLC. It's in Boyd, Minnesota. It's like 3 hours and 26 minutes from where 3 hours, sorry. Yeah, I've never heard of this town. It's called Boyd, Minnesota. It's called the Boyd House LLC, and the background of it is just wicked. I can't say anything because we have a medium with us right now.
Gotcha. Yeah. No.
Right. Yeah, but it's called Boyd, Minnesota. It's a small town, and then we have this house that's basically rented out for paranormal investigations. So
gotcha.
I can, after the podcast, send you a picture and a little bit of information about this house, and I want to hear your input on it and let me know what you think about it. I'm also going to share the opener for our Edinburgh Manor episode with you. Not everybody has it. I have not publicized it, but I want your opinion on that too, because super excited about this episode. This was a long night for the team, so I have no room to talk because I didn't go, but all the work that they did at this 5-hour drive there and 5 hours back, it's just phenomenal that you guys were willing to do that after a 5-hour drive. So
see, that's our team's problem right there. Is we have so many investigators. Well, I mean, we have our weekend warriors, as we call them, which would be, Chris and Carol, but she's changing her schedule around. Bree's a weekend warrior, and there's, I think, one or two others. And what I mean by weekend warriors those are my people that can investigate Friday night and Saturday night because they have to work throughout the rest of the week. So you got me, you got Rick, you got John, Chandra, Kimberly, and Sarah that are all full-timers.
Yep.
But the only problem is one vehicle, 6 investigators, and my bearings in the back of my car are so bad that I can't take it anywhere.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is find a way to build up donations, by selling merchandise, or if anybody has a van that they're not using and would be willing to donate to us or something. Find like an old church van that can seat 8 or 9 people. And man, we would be all over the map. We have Wallace, Idaho, which is an hour away. They were an old mining town, and they have got some severely haunted spots over there. Colville is up north about an hour. They're a native res, so a lot of native stuff goes on over there. And then to the east, we have Govan, which is an abandoned town that had 9 different murders in it.
Wow.
And to the south of us, let's see, there's Colfax, St. Ignatius Hospital, which was, I don't even want to talk about that one. Long and short of it, I was a cocky investigator that went in taunting the wrong spirits.
Ooh.
We were all a little cocky at that time.
Yeah, I came home with a demon attached to me for about 6 months. Destroyed my team, almost destroyed my marriage. 6 blessings and 3 sagings, and it finally let go.
Wow.
But man, I gotta say, you guys sound like you have a very solid team, very strong foundation, much like my team. And, I would really like if one of these days that we could get together and possibly work together, meet in the middle.
Absolutely.
Or you guys come down here, we come up there.
Absolutely.
All right,
We're
hold on a
totally
second,
down
guys.
Totally down for that.
I gotta kick somebody out of the group here real quick.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what? That's
all I saw.
Ridiculous.
All I saw was you like my name.
All right, he's been blocked.
There we go.
Come to my circus so I can rape and kill you 666.
Whoa.
What? Okay.
That's you don't need to be in our
cool.
podcast, asshole.
Wow.
That guy got the boot quickness.
Wow.
That guy's a bag. We don't need that.
Seriously, I don't understand what is wrong with people.
I have no clue. I mean, I may have a very morbid sense of humor, but there's
not the truth.
There's no humor in that dude.
No.
Like Sarah Russell says, we need a buzz.
Right.
Paranormal consultant. I just reported them to YouTube. Thank you, Sarah Russell. We actually did remove his messages. Sarah Russell is our other medium. She's just coming into her abilities and gifts. We can't have her investigate right now because she's not in touch and home with her grounding yet, but she'll be working with Kimberly, our other medium, and my sister and I. And she's gonna be one powerful chickadee by the time we're done with her.
Yeah. Awesome.
So one at a time, we'll start with you, Marcus. What was your, oh my God, I just shit my pants investigation?
Geez, let's see. All right. So that would have to be the Rice Lake Cemetery. Going to be featured in our season 2, by the way. We went there for a teaser episode before our season 1 episode 1 even aired. My oh my god moment at that investigation. She is our medium on the team, one of our mediums. Her and I kind of ventured away in this cemetery, and we didn't have very much equipment at the time, so we were kind of basing it off of our gifts and everything, whatever. Like, she's a medium, I'm practicing and kind of developing my gift, and we get to this one tombstone because we're just completely blown away by the stuff that she's getting from it. Well, I decide that I want to go and kind of mess with the spirit a little bit because throughout the whole time she was getting the feeling that this spirit was kind of targeting one of our members. Well, I go over to his tombstone or whatever. His name is John, by the way. He is not there anymore, Rochelle, by the way, because I have confirmed that myself. So when we go there, he's not there anymore. Okay. So I feel like I can talk about this because you will be going there with us in season 2, just saying. So
okay.
But his name was John, and he was located over closer to the highway side of the cemetery. And when we went over, that's weird. I just heard myself back. But when we went over to his tombstone, I decided I was going to mess with him a little bit. By messing with him, I was crazy. I didn't know anything about what I was doing quite yet because the team was still forming, and I kind of stepped up to him and said, "I'm here. Why don't you mess with me?" and stuff like that. And I was just kind of busting his balls a little bit because I thought it was crazy because I didn't feel nothing. There was nobody there, so I thought. Well, my medium comes back. Right. So my medium comes back and she's like, "You might want to stop." And I'm like, "Why? Like, nothing's happening." And so basically this spirit named John was messing with me. I was the one he was targeting. And he was basically telling her that if I didn't leave him alone, something bad was going to happen to me. This was crazy. This was over a year ago. So I don't know what it's like anymore. But he told her that he was basically going to kick my butt and potentially harm me after we left the cemetery and all this type of stuff. So wow. Right then and there, when we were walking out of the cemetery, I started getting the vibes and feelings that he was following me. He basically told us the side of the cemetery that his grave was in was his part of the cemetery. He overlooks the whole part.
Gotcha.
And so I'm like, it's crazy. Like, you don't own this cemetery. So I'm just going around and looking at all the tombstones. And he basically told her that I can't look at anything and I can't touch anything. And so I'm just going and I'm looking and I'm getting down and kind of uncovering the ones like the flat tombstones on the ground, uncovering those, looking at them. When we're walking out of the cemetery, I get the feeling that he's following me, and all of a sudden, our medium she told me that he was following me, and I booked it out of the cemetery. I just got out of there, got in the car, and we left, and that's the last I heard from him. But I could feel that he was following me, and she confirmed that I was right. So, So note to everybody: don't mess with a spirit when a medium tells you that something's going on. Don't mess with it.
Yeah, no doubt. I wish I had a medium when we went to Colfax.
Right.
Paranormal consultant. We'll just blame Rick for the audio issue. All right, what about you, Lisa? What was your I just shat my pants moment for investigating?
So far, I haven't really had any, but at Edinburgh Manor, where we're at, I had a couple things kind of happen, and I was like, what the crap? One of our, my POV camera, we went to take a break, and I had put it on a charger so it could charge for when we would get back. And so when we got back, the POV camera, the face and stuff was completely off of it. Nobody was in the banner or anything. And I was like, what the heck happened? And we knew that it was put together when we left and was taken apart. The other thing that happened is when Nicole was in one of the rooms with our junior investigator playing pool, and the number 7 ball would move on its own. I was like wanting to catch it on camera. I don't think we did, but it was just like one of those moments. Was like, what is that ball doing? Why is it moving?
Something, Lisa? You did catch it on. You did catch it on camera.
Did we catch it?
I haven't reviewed that. You can see the ball moving, but you definitely caught the moment when you said the ball was moving. So I'll have to I'll have to review that.
Oh,
that would be really cool, because that was crazy, because we're just like, that 7 was moving, and then we had our other medium MJ was verifying, was the pool table level? Was it tilted? Was there something? And pretty much that whole pool table where the ball was moving was level. There was one little section that it wasn't level, but that wasn't the area that the ball kept going in. So
gotcha.
That was like really cool to see.
So, just to kind of add on to what you're saying, I didn't go to this investigation, but today I was doing a little bit of production on this episode, and the whole team had sat down in the kitchen at the table to do a portal session with the spirits, and you guys had the Boo Buddy set up, the small one. And when I was editing this part of the episode, I immediately messaged Lisa and let her know what was going on. But Lisa asked, over there is the Boo Buddy. Can you go and touch its hand? And clear as day comes from the portal. You hear sure. Out of nowhere, clear as day, really loud. You just hear sure when she asked if they could touch the Boo Buddy. It was crazy. I immediately messaged her and told her what happened.
That is a good piece of evidence right there.
I'll highlight it in the episode too for everybody to hear when it premieres. So
back when we were at the Roxy, Kimberly had this spirit behind the bar, and she had this meter with her, some sort of EMF detector, I'm guessing. But we had the spirit box going, and she said, "Will you come talk to me?" And it said, "Move along," and actually shut her meter off.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
And she turned it right back on, and she's like, "I'm not going anywhere. You're going to talk to me." And he ended up walking away somewhere. So, Nicole.
Yes.
Time to pick on the quiet as the mouse type here. You kind of remind me of my co-host over here, silent but deadly. Oh, wait, those are ghosts. Oh, Rick. I'll get into that story here in a minute. But Nicole,
he's just shaking his head.
My pants moment at an investigation.
This was before I joined the Minnesota Spirit Hunters. I was on an investigation with another group at I think it's called Brumder Mansion in Wisconsin. And I was in one of the upstairs rooms, and I was alone. And, I was asking questions, and I can't remember what I asked, but I wasn't really getting any responses. And all of a sudden, I just got like this really deep voice response. And it was really it sounded really malicious. And it just said, "I killed the kids." And
whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, and right after that, something came through me. And I just got really upset, and I started crying. And I just had to leave the room. And the medium that was there, she had to do a cleanse on me because she said that there was something following me after that. I didn't ask her too many questions because I didn't really want to know. But yeah, she got it unattached to me, I guess. Yeah, that kind of shook me up a little bit.
Next stop for the team is Brumder Mansion.
Yeah.
I would definitely shit my pants if something like that came through. What about you, Rick?
Yeah, I would too.
All right, Rochelle. What's your I just shit my pants moment?
I didn't really come to that point yet, but at the Palmer house, I forget I get to, they can show you what they look like before and after, and when they pop out with like half their face burnt off and stuff, and then kind of, just pop right in your face. It's kind of like, okay, you're going to be fun, aren't you? So I had a lady, she did that in one of the rooms, and she just kind of, her face was half burnt and the other half was normal, and she just kind of showed her one half, and then all of a sudden she just came up and right in my face and put her burnt side in so I could see her. So it was kind of like, hello.
That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
If I could change my holy shit moment real quick, I have something, and I completely forgot about it. When we were at Ripley's, believe it or not, Rochelle and I are standing on the top floor investigating, and I'm using the spirit box, and all of a sudden, loud and clear, Lisa's name comes over the spirit box, and I've never heard anything so clear come over the spirit box like that. I literally freaked Lisa out after I heard that, because she's sitting down in some little theater room or whatever, and this is on, I think, the first floor that you were sitting in.
Yeah.
I literally bolt down the stairs after that, because I tell Rochelle, I've got to find her. I got to go. I got to find her. I got to let her know. I bolt down the stairs and I go straight to her. Holy crap, the spirit box just said your name. Lisa goes upstairs and tries to talk. Nothing happens. But that was a crazy moment. Never heard anything like it.
That's
well, and what was scary of that, though, Marcus, is you're yelling and I can hear you, and I was like, what is going on? I thought something like seriously like happened or something, or someone got hurt.
It was crazy. Never heard a name come over the spirit box. I'm just like, this is phenomenal. I got to find you.
So my next question for you guys, and then I want to pick on Rochelle a little bit. Yes, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. What is it, my medium friend? What equipment do you guys use on an average paranormal investigation?
The one that we use the most, that's definitely been in every one, would be the K2 meter. We've used that in every investigation. We've recently got a ton more equipment. And Lisa, you'd probably be able to answer what pieces you use recently.
The portal box and using the Necrophonics app. A lot of apps, they don't work a lot. But the Necrophonics one is actually I've seen a lot of paranormal teams use. We use that at Edinburgh Manor, and we were getting some responses even in the kids' room. We would have the same voices following us, a lady singing. Then we would get like a deep man's voice and trying to figure out who they were. And the portal box was amazing in some of those areas there.
Send me the name of that app. I actually want to try it out. Me and Rick both are not believers in the apps. A lot of them are just for fun.
Yeah, this one I think is like $20, but ever since I got it, you get some really awesome responses and intelligent responses on that.
And you're not the first person that's actually told me that. I've had a few other people tell me that as well.
Okay.
What we use is
I can definitely send that to you.
Cool. We use a couple K2 meters. Of course, our EVP recorders. We have a temp gun just in case of any, cold spots that are all of a sudden. We use the SB7 Spirit box. And we have a night vision camcorder that we usually use for stationary. Our team doesn't have a lot of equipment, but we make do with what we got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. with the merch sales going on and everything, we're selling stickers. We're going to be selling t-shirts here pretty soon and a few other items, and all that is going to go toward getting better equipment and more equipment and gas money to go, outside of town to better investigations. And I'm also doing what we call Spokane Haunted Tours. Me and our equipment tech, Bree Schroeder, came up with the idea of doing an hour walking tour through one of our several haunted cemeteries. And I give the history of it because I used to be a, what do they call those guys? Historical storyteller for a guy by the name of Chet Kasky. I was known as Dr. Raven Spalding, and I did quite a few of his tours by myself. So I tell the historical part while Bree uses the equipment, and then they go hunting for 5 or 10 minutes and we move on to our next spot. So all the money we make from there is also going into the SGC as well.
Awesome. So, Brian and our viewers and my team, right here live on the Spokane Ghost Chat, I'm willing to offer a treat for all of our viewers. And I want my team's permission for this, or your thoughts. I want to send you the premiere opener for our Edinburgh Manor episode. What are y'all's thoughts of broadcasting it live right here so everybody can see it, just for a hint of what this episode's going to be like? Think that'd be cool?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So, Brian, my question to you is: Are you willing to broadcast that for us?
Are we talking like right now?
We're talking right now. Yes.
Right now.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's do it.
All right. Let me send it to you.
Awesome. So while
He
he's
has.
gone,
We have T on here now too. She's in the chat. She is
Oh,
our
hey, T.
remote medium.
nice. Rochelle,
Yes.
I have a question that I've just been itching to ask you.
Oh, okay.
You thought of that number yet?
Yeah.
All right. It's 13. So how long have you known that you were a medium? When did you come into your abilities?
When I was in high school, I messed with a lot of stuff. And that is probably when I used like Ouija boards and went all over and did everything. And so, yeah, in my teen years. And then I had a kid in 21, so I kind of blocked it out. And just in the last few years, I've had a lot of deaths in my family. And the only one that could ever get through my blocks was my brother. So I figured now that the kids are grown, I could go back into it. And my brother, to this day, he'll come and just stand up at the end of my bed like he's still here. Tell me, get up. I want you to go do this for me. I'm like, dude, it's 3 a.m. He's like, I don't care. Get up or I'll just sit here all night and bug you. Get up now. So it's been neat getting back into it.
Well, we just added our medium and our merch maker, Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi.
Hello.
Your video's frozen, but I can hear that sweet voice. I think we lost her already. Rick, this is your fault.
It's not.
Nope.
It's too late. We're on the podcast together. Something happens, and I blame you because Matt's not here to blame.
Ah.
Yeah.
Bite a
You
little
take
bit,
it with a
though.
grain of salt. Holy crap! This is the most people we've ever had on here.
Well, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
actually.
That's perfect because I am working on getting you our opener for our new episode.
Beautiful. Sarah Russell says, I've always known about my empath abilities, but now coming into my medium abilities, what has been your most struggle to deal with? I'm thinking she's talking to you, Rochelle.
I gotta remember that people could just talk. I was actually sitting at a casino up north out in the parking lot, and we were doing a podcast live. And I was sitting there and I kept hearing people talking, and it wasn't nobody behind me or nothing. And they got, it's just like always a rumble. There's always talking in your ears. And I didn't even think about it, but when I left, I looked it up, and there was a huge cemetery right behind me. So it's like the voices. I gotta learn to block them out, and going into a cemetery, that's just ridiculous. It's there's nobody that doesn't talk to you then. Everybody comes up as soon as they know you can see them and hear them. So
right.
All right, Brian, I just sent it to you.
Perfect. Kimberly, do you have any questions you'd like to ask the Minnesota Spirit Hunters?
Nope, just playing catch up through the write-in feed, and got you guys on the monitor behind me. I had several visits in because I also been doing a little bit of more counseling for some other people.
Do what? You were cracking out through there, honey.
Been doing some paranormal counts. I had several picked up by my house.
Oh, okay. Nice. Teresa says, I came from a long line of mediums I've known since I was little. Paranormal consultant. Cardboard Rick wouldn't let these things happen. He's got a point, Rick. He's really got a point here, buddy. All right. We are going to...
I'm getting picked on over here.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be no fun if you weren't here to pick on, buddy. We pick on you out of love.
Ooh, love.
Ooh.
All right. That's not it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, all 6 of you watching, and children and other people. Yeah. All right. We have a video uploading, and it's going to take forever because my phone sucks, and I've got 7 of you on here, so it's lagging. All right, guys, the world premiere of the Minnesota Spirit Hunters, what video?
That's the opener for our Edinburgh Manor episode.
The opening for the Edinburgh Manors episode. Here we go.
My name is Marcus Webby. I created a team of paranormal investigators to put clients' minds at ease and help the dead find the light. Using nothing but our gifts and our equipment, we will embark across the U.S. and be locked in for a full investigation. And the only way out is the satisfaction of our clients. Having a passion for the supernatural, we are the Minnesota Spirit Hunters.
Edinburgh Historical Museum. Here we are.
With over 150 documented deaths.
Noise, can you make that noise again?
This haunted asylum operated close to 100 years.
So they say that a lot of people like to come in and out of here to play.
What started as a poor farm in the 1800s, housing people of all ages, with claims they were dropped off and abandoned, and the incurably insane, rumor has that the dead still roam the property at night. With the dead being buried in the cemetery on property, this 12,000 square foot asylum operated from 1910 to 2010. Welcome to Edinburgh Manor.
Honest opinion, or do you want me to bullshit you?
Bullshit me first.
That was the shittiest intro I've ever seen in my life. Horrible. Garbage. Dude, that was freaking phenomenal. I loved every second of that.
Appreciate that.
That gave me goosebumps, and it gave me something else that I won't mention on air.
Get this. Get this. That 1.5-minute video took me 2.5 hours to produce. Just to make it perfect.
You know what I would like you to do? And you could name your price for doing this, because I don't have anybody on my team tech savvy enough to make an opening for not only my podcast and a closing, but for our episodes that we film live on Facebook. We don't have an opening and closing. What would you charge someone like us to make that happen?
I honestly wouldn't charge you a thing, brother, because we're all one team here. We're on this together, and I wouldn't charge you a thing. I'd be honored to do it for you.
Dude, that is the most epic thing I think anybody's ever said. That would be so killer, dude.
I'll talk to you after the podcast about what I'll need from you, and we'll get something put together for you. It'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Paranormal consultant, love it.
Appreciate that.
Sarah Russell, nicely done.
Thank you.
Sarah Russell, speaking of that, paranormal counseling, I have someone who contacted me out of the blue. After this, Brian and Matt need help with it. Okay. So, I have an idea. So, I'm going to, instead of doing Facebook Live this next investigation, I want your team, if it's all right with you, Rick, you know me and my ideas, I just come up with them. And if it's all right with you, I would like to get on StreamYard, get your team all assembled, the 4 of you right now, and I would like to virtually investigate with your team at our next location.
Yes, please.
We're talking about growls. We're talking about music box noises. We're talking about full-bodied apparitions. We're talking about people getting legitimately scared out of that house.
Here's a crazy idea. How about you join us for our investigation in December as well?
Dude, it would be an honor.
This is a 25-hour investigation. There's going to be plenty of time to bring you on. I promise you that.
Oh, 25 hours? Dude, I think I could pull off a 25-hour podcast.
I think we can too. This is going to be a big investigation, and just to bring on guests to this investigation will make it even better.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely be honored to investigate with the likes of y'all.
Rick, you can bring yourself and the cardboard cutout.
I was just going to say, man, can I bring the cardboard with me?
I got a question for you. How many of you guys on here tonight are wrestling fans?
I love wrestling.
You love wrestling?
Yes.
Okay, I have 2 things I'm going to show you.
Okay.
And they're in the process of being made. You will definitely appreciate this. Here's the first thing.
Wow.
This is a late 80s, early 90s modeled Intercontinental Championship belt modified to the Spokane Ghost Talk.
Whoa. Dude, that is insane.
$280 from a guy named Jared in Australia.
That's insane.
And then I have another guy by the name of Jerome. How far back do you go as a wrestling fan?
Oh, man.
Do you know who Nikolai Volkov is?
Who?
Yep. Yes.
Nikolai Volkov.
I do.
No.
Yep.
Do you know who the mouth of the South Jimmy Hart is?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the next picture.
Wow.
The guy off to the left was Jimmy Hart. These are action figures made in the 80s called LJNs. They weren't bendable or posable or anything. But to the left, that was Jimmy Hart. He got modified into Rick.
Wow.
And on the right used to be Nikolai Volkov, but he got completely redone, beard added, and that's me.
That's insane.
The guy charged $175 for both of those.
Wow. Almost as handsome as both of you.
Right? I think that guy's better looking than me personally.
I said almost. You guys are still pretty. It's okay.
Oh, what's so So, man, that opening, I gotta say that was fire, dude.
Appreciate that.
That was one of the best openings I've seen. That's better than Ghost Adventures.
Man, you have no idea how hard my brain was working that night, because I'm like, if I just put everything in this opener, if the whole opener is scenes from this episode, it's going to give too much away. So right. I had to go on Google, and I had to Google some clips of like other paranormal occurrences, and go on YouTube and find videos that I could take a small portion of and put into this. And it was crazy. I was actually doing the overnight at work that night, and I have so much to do for this team right now. But this episode means a lot to me and the whole team. So I want to perfect it 100%. And I couldn't stop watching that opener, to tell you the honest truth. I just think I've done a great job on it. And, you know, even the opener for the last one wasn't that good. You know, for our Ripley's investigation, it was a pretty sick opener, but this one is just crazy good.
You know, man, I got to say, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, because I'm an awesome guy. But you remind me so much of me when it comes to being, you know, the head guy of your team. I mean, you're all about your team. You know, you're all about what they think, what they care, you know, and that's the way a great leader is formed.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are going to go frickin' to the moon and back if you keep up your momentum the way you're going.
Absolutely.
You know, like when we first started off, our first 3 years, we were known as the hottest paranormal team in the Northwest. We were in newspapers. We were in magazines. We did Creme 2 a couple times. We had a news crew come all the way from Moses Lake, which is about 50 miles away.
Woo!
A segment on us. And then unfortunately, greed and fame got in our way. And, you know, I'm not ashamed to admit that, you know, we all have our fallback.
Yeah.
And that initially shut my team down for about 8 months. And then we tried to pick it back up, and we were doing good for a while. And COVID hit. Or no, 2017 hit. I got tired of having to do every little thing for the team. You know, it was like I was babysitting investigators at like a daycare, minus Rick. You know, he was my only real solid investigator, him and Guthrie.
That's tough when you feel that you have to like babysit adults, especially that are investigators, and that can be very, very tough.
Right. And I ended up walking away from that one, and I focused on a music career instead, and that went absolutely nowhere because the guitarist wanted to do all the vocals and wanted to pretty much take over the band. So, we started back up again, and then COVID struck, and that really knocked us out.
Really bad.
I mean, it was to the point nobody wanted us in their house.
No.
Certain investigators were afraid to go out because they have pre-existing conditions that COVID could kill them in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
And we just kept the page alive, and kept our fans entertained, and boom, here we are now, kicking ass and taking names.
I'm glad you mentioned the whole COVID thing and shutting down. I'm really upset for this, but honestly, I can't be too upset because of how far we've come. Where'd he go?
Where did he go?
Oh, there he is.
There you are.
All right. So what I was saying is, I can't be too upset because of how far we've come since I've really started kicking butt with these investigations. But right now we're supposed to be in almost to the end of our season 2 of Minnesota Spirit Hunters, because I opened the team late 2019 or early 2020. And we were immediately going to start investigating. Soon as COVID hit, it was no good because nobody's going to let you in. Nobody's going to want you near them. They're going to have to disinfect everything, and being around the rest of the crew with all the sickness and everything, it was crazy. Thank you, Matt, for that. That's appreciated.
I gotta ask you guys a question here. So you say you do episodes, so you don't film live at your investigations. What you do is you put together like an actual televised show would put together an investigation. And I totally dig that. We actually did that when we first started out. My question is how many investigations do you guys actually do, like in a month span?
All right. So for season 1, we're working on season 1, episode 4. That's going to be the Boyd House in December.
Okay.
In season 1, we've basically the clue or the kind of point of it was to get an investigation every other month. There's been a couple of them that were spread out. I gave myself a month's time in between investigations to edit the last one and get it put together and put up and aired and everything. Season 2, we're going to be doing one every single month. It's starting in May of 2022, going all the way until January of 2023. So we have an episode May, June, July, August, September, October, and so on. As far as the way we filmed them, what Lisa had done at the Edinburgh Manor, Lisa went live every now and then in the investigation, live on Facebook. And we also, while she was live, had a camera filming things that Lisa wasn't recording. So Lisa could be on one side of the room and there's a camera on the other side of the room. So we got a perspective of both sides of the room and other parts of the building. So what I'm doing is I'm taking Lisa's lives and the camera footage from the actual cameras, and I'm putting it all together into one and making one big episode from each camera perspective. So in the episode, you're going to see the full screen, and then you're going to see another small screen, and it's going to be labeled camera B, camera C, camera D, whatever. So yeah, we'll go live throughout these investigations every now and then. Because for the Boyd House in December, 25 hours. That's a long freaking live. That's
a lot of fucking footage to go through, dude. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I dropped my first F-bomb. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right. Yeah, so that would be a very long time to go live. So what I'm gonna try to do is what they done at the Edinburgh Manor is go live when we feel is like the most important and film that footage, but have another camera going at the same time. And then we're going to put it all together. As far as filming with a different camera, there's going to be times where we're going to have to stop, take a break, charge our equipment, charge our cameras. And so we're just going to sit around. We're going to use the equipment that we do have that doesn't need to be charged yet. We're going to keep going on the investigation and keep up our pace and keep doing what we have to do. And we're just going to film whenever is kind of necessary. We'll be investigating the whole 25 hours, but as far as filming the whole 25 hours, that's going to be a ton of footage. It's going to take forever. The air date for that was supposed to be December 25th as our Christmas episode. I had to postpone that because of the duration of the investigation. And we're basically filming this investigation 1 week before Christmas. So this is going to be a long investigation. I'm super excited about this one. Everybody else is excited too, from what I can see. And
Definitely.
It's just going to be a long investigation. And to keep our sanity, we're all just going to have to come together as one and be a team, you know. So,
well, I would like to offer two things, actually. Number one, I think you're on the right track. And I think Rick is going to agree with me, and I think Kimberly will probably agree with me on this one, that, you know, going live for our fans in the group page is one thing, but we should be taking that night vision we have, and we should be filming the entire episode with that.
Yep.
Go until both batteries die.
Yep.
Turn around, because we have somebody that donated a laptop to us that I get to go pick up Monday.
Yep.
Yeah, that shocked the hell out of me. That was from our last, was it our last pod? The one with Matt.
Yeah,
and
it was. Yeah.
Guy by the name of Tony Tate said he had a laptop he'd donate to us. So I'm going to get some editing equipment, although I don't know how to edit. Maybe, Marcus, you could, we could walk through a couple videos together, and we should put together episodes and start putting them on YouTube.
Let's do it, man.
What do you think, Rick?
I'm down.
Kimberly, what are your thoughts?
I used to do that kind of stuff for my boat racing, so.
Nice. All right. And the second thing I'd like to offer is if you need somebody to help you share the load, brother, going over footage, going over EVP, you just send that shit my way. And, man, I will go over it with a fine-tooth comb, no problem.
Absolutely.
I will write everything down. I will send you a picture of everything that was captured from EVP to footage. Man, I just want to help you guys out in any way I can. I like you guys a hell of a lot. You know, there's not very many paranormal teams I meet that I actually click with like this.
I know, right?
We appreciate that big time.
Yeah,
if I can add on to that, man, let me tell you, investigating is it's one thing, and it can be hard, and it can be a very long investigation. you can be sleep deprived. You can but you got to have a clear mind in an investigation, because if you're vulnerable, that's what they feed on. But my point here is production of an episode it's crazy, because you have a certain air date you need it up by, and you feel like you get halfway through the episode, man, I don't like this. This is ridiculous. And you have to start over, and you have to go over footage again. And you have to add EVPs exactly where they're supposed to be, and you have to add videos on top of videos where they're supposed to be. Production is crazy, man. So all the help that we can get is very much appreciated.
Well,
yeah, especially even with those EVPs, you know, that's gonna, because I usually work on all the EVPs with the programming that I have, and that investigation, we're going to need help with anything.
It's root beer, by the way.
Get everything out on time.
It's root beer, by the way.
Oh, I wouldn't care if it was a real beer, brother. I can send the
You see that cabinet back behind me?
What's that?
Yeah, what's up?
Cabinet's back by his phone.
Oh, the cabinet behind you. Yes, she has a cabinet behind her just full to the brim of nothing but different liquors.
I'm freaking on my way, dude. I'm on my way.
Right? Let's party.
Here we go to Spokane, guys. Let's go.
So,
You have to take a plane.
how far of a distance are you guys away from Spokane?
That's a good question. Give me about a minute and a half, and I'll tell you.
Calissa
All right.
just did that flight to Tacoma. I think that was like 4 or 5 hour or something like that.
Oh, wow.
But driving would probably take a couple days, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can drive to
That's
Oregon
not
in
bad.
24 hours, so.
All right. There's a picture that I'm going to upload if I can find it.
19 hours and 45 minutes.
1,369 miles. Woo!
All right, guys. I'll pay for half of y'all to get up here.
Definitely not driving that myself.
This is what I'm looking for right here. So the investigation that we're going to be doing live on this podcast. That's right, folks. We're doing an investigation on this podcast. I had to cancel with her for Saturday because I screwed my back up, but we are rescheduling the investigation as we speak. But this is just some of the stuff that happened. I know, I'm having a hard time reading it myself. It ranges from music box sounds, apparitions, growls, objects being moved and misplaced.
Sarah Russell says no telly, Brian.
Let's see, what else? Waking kids up in the middle of the night. Her oldest, when she was younger, they had friends not want to stay the night there anymore. The husband has seen a little girl and an old lady. Both of her girls are sensitive. I mean, this is just going to be a hell of an investigation.
Yeah,
I'll be
especially
right-
with kids that are sensitive like that.
I'll be right back, guys. I have to get the crying baby.
All right. You go, Papa.
She wants
For
on.
those of
She's
you who
listening
don't
to everybody.
know, he has Marcus has a 3-month-old. So definite congratulations to Marcus. And good luck, buddy, because I got 2 of them and I want to kick them in the ass every chance I get. They're a pain in my butt, but I love them. So Matt
they
says
are.
that he'll definitely support that. Sarah says if we went over to Minnesota, I would jave to go to Bonneville. I don't know what jave
You'd
means,
have to go to
but
what?
all right. She also says no telly. All right. I'm going to assume she doesn't have a telephone. Okay, we're speaking British now. All right. Brian, is that the one you wanted me live with you for? Well, hell yeah, Matt. The more the merrier, dude. So I don't know exactly how we would investigate together. I only have a front-facing camera, as far as I know. Let me put that to the test. Oh, would you look at that, guys? I just figured out how to flip it around. Say hello, Taterbug. All right, you're not entertained.
I'm not entertained.
So,
See, she wanted to join Marcus.
Yeah.
She'll kick my ass for that one. Oh my God, is that adorable? All right, we got a no name.
How the hell is this mine?
I know, right? Such an ugly fella with a cute baby. I said the same thing about me.
Oh, I love you too, man.
My daughter turned out so beautiful, but I'm the fuggliest mother fudger you'll ever meet. I think me and you might be brothers there, Marcus.
Oh my goodness.
We could be fugly together.
Oh, we are, man.
Rick,
It's
don't
okay.
feel bad. You still top us both. It's all good.
Okay, Rick, you're still fugly too.
Yeah, got to share the fugly love.
I was getting ready to put up my cardboard for a minute there.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot more
there's been
pretty.
something that I've been working on lately, and it's been driving me insane trying to pick out which one we should use.
What'd you see?
Because our colors are red and black. But the way these things turned out is just phenomenal. And I've been working like a madman trying to perfect these. But tell me what you guys think of these.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That is cool.
These are ID badges, something to wear to an investigation so that they know you're the real deal.
Wow.
And
So,
then
yeah,
I also
funny
pulled
story,
this one.
not to interrupt or anything, but I actually have been putting together some ID badges myself.
Man, I'll tell you the best place to go is go to customlanyards.com, and you can not only create ID badges, but you can create your own lanyard to go with it as well. I think for all 12 of my team members, that's including Matt Barron, because we're making him one too. It came up to like right around $152.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
not a bad price.
for 12.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And man, doing these ID badges is so much fun.
Yes.
It's crazy. I'll see if I actually have a picture that has the website on it, so you can check it out as well.
Absolutely. You gonna join in?
Let's see. Does that have a name on it?
Raina.
Wow. Wow, that is a cool ID badge.
Watching.
Yeah, I like the red and white.
Yeah,
I like the red and black.
Yeah, red and black is pretty cool.
All right, I just deleted it. Why isn't it off my screen? What the hell? It's stuck, you guys.
Well, you got to exit and come back in.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Dang nabbit.
Poor guy.
Oh, it's still there.
Oh, shit.
Nope, it's still there.
What the heck? Come on, Rick. Stop it. See? After I said that.
Hey, now it's gone.
Yeah, he just clicked it.
All right, here we go. It's gone now.
Did you see that?
Hi, little buddy. What you looking at over there, huh? Little
like-
handsome feller.
She's like tearing up the hair on my arms. It hurts.
So what is the baby's name, good sir?
Her name is Raina.
Raina.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful name.
Hey, thank you.
Very nice.
Hey, thank you.
All right, Matt, where you at, dude? It's 9:04. You're supposed to be here with us. Get your ass on the podcast, buddy.
Come on, man. It's 11:04.
Yeah.
12:04 where he's at.
What?
Uh-oh. It's that time for Rackisford's bedtime. Somebody sing him a lullaby.
Please. Tuck me in.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's
Here
here.
comes man.
Oh, there he is.
There's our paranormal consultant. Hello, brother.
Hold on. Ah! Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, God, there's a scary face. I thought mine was scary. Right. What
What's
you
up,
been
everybody?
up to today, brother?
Huh?
What you been up to today?
Work.
Bless
Just
you.
got done.
Nice. See, he gets off of work just to join us on our podcast. What a swell feller.
Literally just left work. Literally. But
So,
I have to say, I don't mean to interrupt, Brian. Oh, yes, I do. No, I'm joking. All I've done is a phenomenal job. I've been literally listening to you guys since the show started. Obviously.
nice.
So very nice job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to have all y'all above me and around me, except for the one in the corner and the one in the middle, on my show. I can't wait, guys.
Absolutely.
Oh, what an asshole. You see this guy? We invite him so politely to come on our podcast, and we don't get the same? All right, that's it. You're going to the corner, buddy.
Well, Brian,
You're in the corner.
You keep leaving, and then Rick keeps messing with all the audience. What kind of show is that?
It's paranormal, baby.
I think we can debunk some of it.
Yeah, it's all Rick's fault. Oh, wait. Marcus is new, too. We got to blame Marcus a little.
It was
Could be
her.
the
It was
paranormal
me. It
baby
was her.
he's holding.
We can't blame Marcus. He's got a kid.
Yeah.
Anybody who has a kid is completely blameless. You can't blame him.
Yeah. Come on, bro. What the heck?
Oh, well, I got a kid. How you going to blame me?
See?
It's your show.
I got you, Marcus. I got you.
Appreciate that. Much love.
So, Mr. Paranormal Consultant, tell us what's coming up next on your podcast, buddy.
Well, let's see. I've got a special video actually Thursday with a special guest, and I'm not going to go into full details with that one yet. And then Friday, I'm doing my regular video, and that one is actually going to be a lot of fun. My manager, Scott, will be joining me for an It's Our Season video. Basically, a video with every paranormal group and every team that we've talked with coming on, saying what's our favorite part of Halloween, fall, all that stuff, any traditions. Just a lot of fun, just a hangout, kind of like my 4th of July video.
Oh, cool. All right. So, what time do you want us prepared for that one?
9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern time is when all that will go down.
So 8 p.m. your guys' time, Marcus.
Yep.
7 p.m. our time.
Yep.
Awesome.
Or wait a minute, you said 9, so that would mean 7 their time, 6 our time.
Marcus, wait, Minnesota, you guys are what, 2 hours behind me?
It's 11:08 right now.
Oh, so you're only an hour behind me, so
Yeah.
8 your time.
Okay. Yeah, so they would be 8, we would be 6.
Right.
Okay, that works.
But all the details, I'll send details out for everybody.
So there's something else I want you to talk about, and I spouted a little bit off about it, but tell us about the Godly Day of Paranormal Unity.
Hold on. Let me hook up my Bluetooth. My truck's a little on the loud side, so excuse me. Good.
You see, he's podcasting and driving.
Good way to do it.
Make sure your hands are at 10 and 2, Matt.
It's past 12. We're good.
Yeah, I typically prefer the 1 o'clock on the steering wheel.
More of a 6:30 guy.
I'm like them old gangsters, one hand on the wheel, leaning to the side because my back hurts because my car sucks.
What was the question again, Brian? Hold on, I'm going to move you guys. There we go. How you doing?
We want to know about your paranormal unity. What is up with it? I touched on it a little bit, but let's hear it from the words of the maker.
Oh, what I do as a consultant?
Yeah, whole thing, dude.
You're asking a lot of me. But so basically, what I do is I help teams, businesses, families with any paranormal activity or issues they're having. Basically the same things that a team will do, but I do it solo. I also help with any evidence they might be dealing with, and an extra set of eyes or ears on, any cases they may need help with, or like Brian in them's case, he asked me to help him, make the team a little bit better, and a revamp. So I help out with that. Also help out with any families that have been dealt a loss that they need help getting proper closure. Been doing this 15 years straight, basically. Done over 400 homes and businesses, thousands of hours in the field, thousands of hours in training, all that good stuff. So.
Hey, we're running close behind you, buddy.
What's that?
I think we're up to about 165 investigations now in our 8 years. We're getting behind you.
There you go. Well, that's what it's all about.
Right. Now, what is Para-Unity Day?
Para-Unity, one of my favorite words. Well, actually, to be honest with you guys, Para-Unity is what y'all been doing tonight. Exactly that, helping each other out with not only, cases, helping each other out, building each other, supporting each other, looking out for each other, all that good stuff. That's all Para-Unity, and you guys hit it right on the head. There's no reason why other teams can't work with anybody else. Plain and simple.
Hell yeah.
Where we may be a big community, but we have our small little cliques and groups and all this stuff. And I'm going to go on record and pretty much say any team that's out there, if you claim a territory, you're full of it. You're in it for the wrong reasons. Because here's my reasoning behind it. What your team may find, another team may find something else, or can help you validate evidence, especially with anybody that has any abilities. That is a big thing when it comes to the metaphysical is validation. What better validation than an outside source?
And that's exactly why I offered my hand to you guys, with the footage thing, is because, it's a fresh pair of eyes, it's a fresh pair of ears, and honestly, I have nothing better to do than put in a pair of headphones and go over 9-10 hours of footage and, send you back all the feeds.
Absolutely.
And like with you agreeing to help me make, an opening and a closing to to my videos, you know, that's off the wall amazing. You know, we're all out here helping each other, and you know, that's the way it should be.
Yes.
Paranormal teams should be like us right here. And any paranormal team that comes on my show, that's scheduled for my show, you know, I hope you guys feel the exact same way, because big things are coming. You know, there's a community that's going to be built, and you know, we're going to just take over.
Yes.
That's plain and simple. Para Unity is going to take over within the next few years. I guarantee it.
Right.
I mean, how cool would it be to have just one page where you could post your evidence and be like, hey, I need you guys to go over this, you know, tell me what you hear. Or, you know, you get a client that's from Tacoma, Washington, you know, from you guys, or from Spokane or around Spokane. And you guys could be like, well, you know, we have the perfect fit for you guys. They're named the Spokane Ghost Crew. Here's their info. You know, hit them up, or vice versa. You know, we get somebody from Minnesota.
You know, that's not a bad idea. I think coming together as there's 3 different Matt, and then Minnesota Clear Hunters and Spokane Ghost Crew. 3 different personas here, if that's what you want to say. But I think it'd be awesome if everybody like came together and made a group and started posting, like you said, posting their evidence and putting it out there that we're looking for cases, and if anybody has any problems, you know, reach out and then referring to other teams. And I think that'd be a good idea if somebody started that. Or if we all came together and started it as one, that would be awesome too.
I agree.
Not to kind of promote my own thing, but Scott Morton, my manager and also the co-founder of Warren Area Society of Paranormal, we actually came together and created a Facebook group for all of our guests. Any guests that we've had on his show or my show, including guys I don't mean to name drop, like Josh Morris, Barnaby Caps, a bunch of others. We actually have a Facebook, and Brian, you're part of that, right? You should be.
Yeah, I think we're part of that group.
Yeah,
what's it called?
It's just group of Matt and Scott. That's all it is. We're guests of Matt and Scott. And
I think we're a part of that group.
Yeah, and it's just a page that it's a private page that we've started to where there's at least somewhere to network that we have that. So we already have the grounds for that, and now it's just building it by getting, you know, more guests and talking with people. And Scott and I are talking, and the reason for this isn't just to build up, you know, ourselves up, but to kind of interview these groups and to get like-minded individuals together. That's the whole point.
Yes, most definite. I love it, dude.
Oh, don't worry, Marcus. You Minnesota folks, y'all will be a part of that very soon.
Absolutely.
So, when do the Minnesota Spirit Hunters premiere on your podcast?
What do we say, Marcus? The first Friday?
November 5th.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yep.
So November 5th.
November 5th at 9 p.m., I believe.
Yep.
Now, Marcus, you say you have a podcast as well?
Yes. I have a talk show and a podcast. We have a podcast called Minnesota Spirit Cast. This is one where you can just listen to it. We haven't done any podcasts like this. But we also have live hangout and interview where we bring on teams and other people to sit around and talk and discuss investigations, kind of like what we're doing now. So,
I would definitely recommend that for your podcast, doing StreamYard.
Yes.
The free version, you only get, I think, 3 or 4 people. You get your banner, and you get your brand. You don't get to put a logo up. Unfortunately, your logo will be that.
Yep.
You don't get an overlay, so it'll look like that.
Yep.
But you can put video clips in, and yeah, and for the $25 a month, you can
I've actually just signed up for the basic version of StreamYard, so we're going to be going live here pretty soon with all of our shows.
Very nice.
Well,
I paid for the subscription, and I love it. I wouldn't use any of
It's a great platform from what I've already seen, and joining in other teams and stuff and doing it myself. It's awesome so far.
Yeah, I paid the $25 one so I can do our Facebook group page or our Facebook community page. Unfortunately, I can't do it in our group page because I don't have a laptop. You got to have a laptop for that one.
Yep.
But yeah, for $25 you can get your group page plus your YouTube page, plus any logo, overlay, and background you want.
Yep.
And you can have up to 10 people. This is the most I've had. We've got eight or nine people. All at once.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy it. And definitely, Marcus, pencil us in. We would love to come on your podcast.
Awesome. I'll get that set up for you. Let's make it happen ASAP. So
awesome. And for all of our guests here tonight, I have a podcast coming up on Wednesday. I was supposed to be with a demonologist from Australia. Unfortunately, I can't get a hold of her through Messenger, as it says she no longer has Messenger, and I can't get a hold of her on Facebook. So what do you say we get the posse up and we do this again Wednesday?
Let's do it. What time on Wednesday would that be?
7 o'clock my time, so
perfect.
9 your time, 10 o'clock Matt's time.
9 o'clock our time.
Yep. What do you say, Matt?
Oh,
I'm down for that.
Party?
You're invited to the party.
Invited, buddy.
Well, at least I can actually be in my studio and not my mobile office. Yeah, I'm game.
Right. And I'm going to tell you guys what, you're going to have a blast on his podcast. If you think mine's fun, his is 10 times better. Only because he has the experience of doing it, and I'm new, so
yeah,
he's a lot more funnier than I am.
Brian, what do you want to say about lying to people?
Oh, shut up down there!
Don't make me come up there.
Oh yeah. What are you gonna do? Now you're right below me.
I'll send Cardboard Rick after you.
Dude, that should be your new tag, Rick. Cardboard Rick. We should get a cut out of you and just put your phone on.
You know, I can actually change my name up to Cardboard Rick if you want me to.
That's your
James and Cardboard Rick.
That's what you got to put on your merchandise for
That's
Rick.
right.
Oh, that would be great. That would be phenomenal.
Put a cardboard box and then put an equal sign. Put a picture of Rick. Cardboard equals Rick.
Make one of Brian and has it say it's raining cats.
It hasn't rained cats once tonight.
Not yet.
Hey, Kimberly. Oh, yes. Kimberly. What is the name of that site you introduced me to that I went surfing through for a shit ton of hours for different merchandising ideas?
Oh, Oriental Trading.
Go to Oriental Trading as well. That place is awesome. You can make hats. You can make your own Halloween signs. You can do all sorts of shit. Like pencils, pens, notebooks, a bunch of wedding stuff, bunch of birthday stuff, Christmas ideas.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a check out.
Send us that link after the podcast. Take a look.
Definitely. And Marcus, are you guys going to be coming out with any merchandise soon?
So our team has officially all gotten their Minnesota Spirit Hunters hats. As of right now, for fans, I will be releasing hats. You'll have a choice to get your hats, baseball cap or stocking hat. As far as t-shirts and stuff, they are underway. We're, like I said, we're getting a new logo. In order to do the new shirts, I want the new logo. So,
well, dude, I'll make you a bargain. If you send me, Rick, Kimberly, a beanie or a hat, we will send you and your 4 members that came on the podcast an official Spokane Ghost Crew t-shirt.
Oh, I am down for that.
Because, man, it's getting to the colder months, and I need a beanie, and what better way to wear a beanie than to support my homeboys team.
We'll send you one too, Matt.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that sounds good to me. I'll send you guys out a hat.
Yeah, I actually was thinking about starting some merchandise, but with my logo, it's kind of weird on the design. So I think like 2 months ago, I put a contest out there, and no one sent me any designs.
Right. No, yeah, that sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah, Matt, the little spoiled brat, he's going to get a t-shirt from us. And when we do our lanyards and ID badges, he will be getting one of those as well to hang on his wall.
Nice.
I need to like eventually get a background for everything for my. That's what I want to do. I just get like.
Here it is, right there.
Nice. That is nice.
And of course, at the bottom it says Paranormal Consultant.
Well, don't forget, Brian, I also have the affiliate program too. I started.
What's that?
I said, don't forget, I also have my affiliate program I started. Oh, I forgot. You forgot, dude.
I did. Go ahead, spell it.
Well, basically, the short version, it's kind of like that group that Scott and I started, but it's specific teams that whenever they need help, they just go to me directly. They have 24-hour access to me at any given time for evidence, support, anything like that. But also, we make like this deal up to where, like with you, Brian, whenever we go live, video will say, program, we'll just promote the teams as part of this para unity.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. This is in black and white.
That is super cool. I'm actually gonna send you a picture of what ours are gonna look like. The team doesn't know what they're gonna look like yet. So,
like I said, go to customlanyards.com. Even if you don't want the lanyard, you can make the ID only, and it's only like $44 for 12 of them.
Wow.
And you can go on Amazon and buy like fucking 50 black lanyards for like $20.
Right.
I'll
definitely look at that.
Yeah, definite, man. It's definite worth it.
Absolutely. All right, say goodnight, everybody. You're going to bed now.
Night, night, sweetheart.
Like,
You're not.
She said, we'll see who's going to bed.
Right.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. So, everybody else from Minnesota Spirit Hunters, what's your guys' thoughts, honestly, about teaming up on investigations through the StreamYard and having a fresh pair of eyes and ears for said investigations. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it could be very helpful if we can get it set up right, because in that way, if we're not in an area, we have other eyes that can see if we're not in that area or even in that what we're missing.
And you see, the cool thing is if you guys go live, all I have to do is invite you guys with the StreamYard app, because I can hold up to 10 people, and you guys can film live during your investigation, and us back here, we can ask questions. You know, we can have our audience in the comment section along with yours, and you know, they can tell us if they hear things or see things. And honestly, I think this is going to be nothing but beneficial.
It would definitely be beneficial, especially when we're like trying to investigate and then trying to read comments and stuff at the same time. We're going to get distracted to focus on what we're at and versus the comments. So it would be awesome to have you guys like watch for comments and stuff.
Oh yeah, because we can always just make this screen like for the premiere he did. We can just have it that screen right there, and all of us are behind the scenes. And you know, if we catch an orb or we catch something moving, we can be like, you know, hey, pan back to the left. We just saw something move over there. And you know, if we can ask questions that the fans want asked, and yeah, I don't see where this could fail. And we should offer this to any team that's willing to work with us. What are your thoughts, Matt?
Well, two things. First and more important, Nicole, I saw that. No, I'm still driving. Hold on. I saw that yawn.
Oh, are we boring you, Nicole?
Oh, I'm tired.
All right, that's it. She's off. You're in the corner now. You're in trouble.
You're in timeout.
That's right. 5-minute timeout, sweetheart.
All right.
But like, what I really like about this whole idea of having somebody live with the team on StreamYard or anywhere is, if you think about it, EVPs are electronic voice monopolies. We all know this. But this is basically a live listen. So if there are any EVPs, there's a very good possibility that whoever's listening in will hear it before anyone. So it's an extra set of ears, eyes, everything. And like you guys said, you know, if somebody can take the, you know, the comments, the questions, stuff like that, that does free up the investigators to do exactly what they're there to investigate.
This is the one, the only vice president, half case manager, half equipment manager, camera woman, and part-time investigator, my lovely sister Chandra.
Hello.
Hi.
These four lovely people down here are the Minnesota Spirit Hunters. Ooh. And we have been having a kick-ass conversation. And actually, they're going to help us with an opening and closing for our shows. And we're going to help them go over a shit ton of footage. And not only that, but we're going to trade beanies of theirs for shirts of ours.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And these guys are going to be going live on their investigation. We're all going to meet in StreamYard, and we're all going to investigate together from now on. That way, they have an extra pair of eyes and ears watching their back, and they're going to do the same for us.
Very nice. Thank you, guys.
These guys are just phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yes, he is. Chandra says hi, Matt.
Hello.
But yeah, pretty much in our team, me and her were the case managers. We do all the equipment management, make sure everything's good before we go. Rick helps out with that a lot, actually. He charges all the equipment before I even have to say anything, which is phenomenal. I'll be like, where's the equipment to charge, Rick? He's like, it's over there charging already, dude. But yeah, we do equipment management. We're the case managers. You know, we deal with all the clients when we do our consultations. And I lead the team, and she's behind the camera.
Awesome.
Yeah, she don't like being on camera. She calls herself a fat whale, but personally, I just like to sock her in the face and tell her to shut the fuck up. She's beautiful. She's my sister.
I feel her pain with me working on myself. I understand where she's coming from, but you know, I've got to get used to it one way or another and continue to do what I'm doing.
Exactly. What the hell? No, I don't know this person, and he wants me to be an Illuminati. That's kind of creepy.
Someone trying to get a hold of your car's extended warranty there, Brian?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think it's Geico. You know, we actually had a camera guy. His name was Jay. He lasted one investigation because he got scared shitless. And on top of that, he couldn't take our constant picking on him. He worked at State Farm. So we were constantly, hey, Jake, you wearing your khakis tonight? You're going to be on at 3 in the morning? Oh, he didn't last very long. He was a great guy, though. He loved fucking with him. And I'll tell you what, that's one thing you have to do with your team. You guys have to be close enough to where Marcus could say the most obscene things to all of you, and you guys are just going to laugh about it.
We've had those moments.
I just give it back.
Right? There's not a day that goes by that I don't screw with Rick, John, Chandra, my wife. I mean, I screw with Rick most of all because, well, he's Rick. Mr. Cardboard cutout over here.
Rick's like, screw all you.
Yeah, Rick's frozen.
Oh, Rick, I guarantee you he gets tired of my shit because I flick it to him at least 23/7. So, when's your guys' next investigation, Marcus?
That would be... Oh, that's a good question. I believe it's the one in December.
It's the
So
18th.
the investigation in December.
Yeah,
All right.
December 18th will be the Boyd House LLC.
Okay. So we have that one house we call the Shannon house because the clients don't want their name out there. And then we have the Hong apartment on the 14th. The 16th, we're actually doing a raffle on the 15th. $5 entry, no entry limit. And we pull 7 names from a hat. And those 7 people that win the raffle, they get to go on an investigation with us at an undisclosed location at 2 p.m., which I'm actually going to let the cat out of the bag. It's going to be in one of 3 haunted cemeteries here in Spokane. And I mean, we're full investigation mode. All 3 tiers. We're looking at probably from like 2 to 7 to investigate with.
Wow.
And then we're going to do the raffle a total of 3 times. And then, yeah, if we can fix the car before October 31st, we're actually heading out to Sandpoint, Idaho to do a cafe out there from 4 to 6. And then from there, we're driving an hour and a half Addie, Washington to do the haunted Addie Inn.
A lot of driving.
Yeah, Sandpoint from off the wall is about an hour drive. And then going from there, from Sandpoint all the way back out to Addie, Washington, so about a 2-hour drive. What do I see you messaging? I see something Spokane.
It's our iron-on transfers.
Oh,
those are cool. You got to show us where we can all see it, honey.
Oh, that's bitchin'.
Oh, that is sick. That's what your guys' shirts are going to look like. And you get a pick out of 70 different colors.
Woo!
If you guys want an official team member shirt, we can do that and make it red. But like I said, you got a choice out of 70 colors.
Wow. Our hats are all going to be black. They're going to have the writing in either white or red. And you get a choice between a beanie or a baseball cap.
Now, is the baseball cap a snap-on or is it a pro-back?
I will show you what mine looks like. Some of our members are still waiting on their hats, but Lisa has one of the stocking hats. So
I thought you were going to ask what color I want.
Oh, yes. And for those of you who don't know, Rick is colorblind. So I will constantly screw with him on a daily basis about what color this is, what color that is. Okay, so they're like a snapback.
Yeah, it's adjustable.
Okay.
So this clips open, and then you can adjust it to however you want it. So
that's awesome.
This is what they'll look like.
Hang on, bring it closer, flip it around a little bit. Oh, those are gorgeous.
Yep, that's what it's going to look like.
You know, honestly, I think it would look radical in red, dude.
Really?
Just something about red and black. You know, just go together. But I like the white and black though too. That's our original colors.
Yep, that's the stocking hat.
Oh, those are cool.
You know what? I'm torn now because I love my baseball caps. I love wearing them backwards. It hides my bald spot. Shut up, Matt. But I like my beanies as well.
Right.
Because, you know, it's getting to be the winter season. So I might have to say, send me both of them and I'll send you guys a shirt and a decal.
I'm cool with that.
And Kimberly makes an amazing decal. You guys have to check these out.
Is it the ghost one you're talking about, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
We currently have these on sale for $7 a pop.
Ooh.
Yeah,
but those are the colors they come in, and Kimberly is just flipping amazing when it comes to arts and crafts. I mean, I walked into her house and she's got this like what was it, Grim Reaper looking thing, and I swear to God, she bought this thing at Walmart for $20.
Wow.
She said she homemade this thing. And I was like, you're bullshitting me. No way. You did not make those. Those were $20 at Walmart. And sure as shit, she showed me everyone that's around her house and showed me exactly how she made it.
Pretty crafty.
She is very crafty.
Well, I'll
I
tell
think the
everybody
biggest
this.
shock to people is when I tell them they're swimming pool noodles.
Yeah, she made them out of noodles from a pool, and a little light. And man, she's an amazing person all around. She's a great investigator. She's a great arts and crafts, and I think we were lucky as hell to pick her up. Once again, Matt Barron's doing.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'll make everyone a deal for all you guys. Since you guys are so nice to send, me stuff. Obviously, I want to send you guys something. So once I get an actual logo that is decent for shirts and stuff, each and every one of you guys is getting a hoodie. I'll even send one for cardboard.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Love hoodies.
Dude, I gotta say, honestly, with all the work you do, brother, we don't deserve hoodies, but you do, man, because all the good work that you do.
Nah, y'all are getting one.
Appreciate that. When we,
I will rock that shit. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to do shirts, I have a website for you as well. It's called it's Shirts. I want to say it's Shirts XL. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a 300 and almost 90-pound guy, so I'm a 5X, and I paid $7 for a 5X pre-shrunk 50/50 shirt. I paid $16 for a 50/50 8.5 ounce hoodie.
Wow!
And the more you buy in bulk, the less your cost is. I will get you guys all these websites so that way you guys can rock and roll.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah, we'll get those hats made for you ASAP.
Right on. Well, as soon as we get merch made, I just need the 4 of you to message me and send me sizes.
Yeah, I need you to
sizes and colors.
Perfect. I just need you to message me what kind of hat you want and what color you want on it. So
awesome. So what the shirt will be, it'll be a black shirt, but you remember the picture of the ghost I sent you?
Yep.
That's the color you get to pick. And then on the back, it'll say Spokane Ghost Crew. And the same color the ghost is on the front will be the coloring for the back.
Awesome.
And I've messed around with it a little bit on customink.com. I don't recommend going to buy there, but I do recommend going there to design, because that's where I've come up with all my logos, like the Spokane Ghost Talk in the corner and the ghost itself. I just messed around on Custom Ink, found the font that I want, the size that I want, and then you can have it sent to your email and save it or screenshot it and just crop it. And there's your design right there.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can also upload designs as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just before the podcast started, I know you said that you liked our logo. I like our logo too. It's freaking awesome. But
that's one of the best logos I've seen out there.
Thank you. We're gonna keep that logo. It's not gonna be our official logo, but once we get our new logo, that the new one will be official. Or if we like the old one better than the new one, then whichever one we like more is going to be the official logo. So,
well, you know what you should do with that? You should put it on Facebook in your group page. Also put it in my group page, and then we'll do one on a podcast, and honestly see what the fans like better and go with that one.
Perfect. I like that. We do have another logo right now. That is our official logo on the background. I do have another one that we kind of use for merchandise and stuff like that. So
nice.
I'll get that sent over to you. I'll let you see what it looks like.
Oh, killer, dude. You know, when we first started our first church, we had Rick's friend Cole make them. And he makes lighters and shit. Cool guy. But the writing was so small that you actually had to almost squint to see the lettering. And it just said Spokane Ghost Crew on it. So I had stumbled across Custom Ink, and I was like, hey guys, check this out. We can design a shirt. And me and Rick actually came up with the original design for our original shirt. And we took the pictures to a screen printing shop. We had, what, Rick, 7 or 8 members at that time?
Yeah, we had quite a bit.
And bought everybody a shirt, didn't even tell them about it. And we spent like $160 on 8 shirts. But that was our original black and white ghost. This little guy here, he was our first. And then, we thought about it and we were like, well, we're revamping the team. And with every revamp, there needs to be an upgrade. So we decided to go with this. We pretty much just changed the color of it, and then we changed the lettering to where it looks like the blood is dripping down.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, this right here is one of our original logos by a crew member that is no longer here with us.
Oh yeah, I'll get that one up there too.
Nice.
Wow.
Unfortunately, he died of a heart attack a few years back. Armando Garcia was his name, and he didn't get to investigate with us much, which made me sad. But he did a lot of our videos on Facebook, and he was just a hell of a guy. He really was. And, there's honestly not a day that goes by that I don't think of Armando, actually.
Right.
But the back of our new shirts will look like that.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. Like I said, customink.com. All I did was design it, take a picture of it, and that's what we're looking at today.
Yeah.
What Armando made were these two right here. This is our business card logo.
I like
that. Carol Ann made us. And then we have this one here, which was another one of our favorites. But I definitely recommend doing business cards as well, especially if you guys are into doing residential and stuff like that. Just walking around, we took about 125, 130 cards out of the 250 that Carol ordered us, and we went to 6 different pot shops because it's legal up here in Washington. And, we dropped cards off there. We've dropped cards off at a few gas stations, a laundromat. You never know who you're going to run into, whether they just want to watch your show, whether they just want to be a part of your group because they're into the paranormal.
Yeah.
Or they actually need help. Always having business cards on you is a definite plus.
Yeah.
And Vistaprint does some amazing work. You can put your own logo on there, and you can design your card exactly the way you want it. And it's like, I think it's $38.95 for 400 or for 500.
Well, and they have specials too.
But like Matt said, or told us to do, is to go around, your smaller towns or your historical towns that's like an hour away from you guys, and just start mingling with everybody you meet, all in uniform, just handing out cards left and right.
Yep.
And also wearing your shirts around town too. That's free advertisement. That's something else that Mr. Paranormal Consultant told us about.
I basically wear my hat no matter where I go. I've gotten a couple people ask about it. And
nice.
So basically advertising by wearing your merch around town, it does help. So
yeah. I mean, when our SGC shirts were first made, you can ask Rick, man. I lived in that shirt for months. I wore it everywhere I went. So did the team. When they get home, I'd take it off. I'd put another shirt on. And anytime I left to go anywhere, my SBC shirt was on. Yep. Unfortunately, it's a belly shirt on me now because it's a 3X and I'm a 5X. Well, 4X, but so it's a little baggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Paranormal Consultant on my windshield, my front windshield on my truck, so everybody can see it. And I always carry a stack of cards with me.
Oh, hell yeah.
But
yeah,
actually,
we recently in our September meeting talked about business cards, and that's going to be a definite thing. I'm actually going to start designing those here pretty soon. So.
And if you need any help with that, brother, once again, I'm here for you.
Perfect.
Well, going back to logos and stuff like that, Marcus and you three young ladies, if you guys are over there, I wanted to ask, do you mind if I use your logo for my event?
No, go right ahead.
Okay. I like to ask permission before I do that. So
yeah, we will love that.
That is in, buddy.
Yeah,
I was
that's
asking
fine.
that. You stay out of it.
Hey, listen here, short stuff.
Looking up like you can actually see him up there, huh?
Yeah.
Here, let me look down on you, buddy. Hey,
tickle.
Get to know
Tickle,
mine. Get to
tickle.
know mine. Oh,
right behind the ear. Right behind the ear.
Hey, if you scratch my back just right, I will purr like a walrus.
I think Cardboard Rick fell over.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Cardboard Rick fell.
Cardboard Rick is out. All right, guys. It's been an amazing podcast with you guys. Minnesota Spirit Hunters all the way. 100% badass. I'm going to be going to your guys' page, sharing my stuff. I expect you guys to do the same. And me and you, Mr. Marcus, need to get together after this podcast. We have a lot to talk about, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right.
Don't forget, Sarah wants to speak with us for some reason. I think you're in trouble.
Oh, shit. What did I do this time? Oh. And, hi, Lisa. What is Annabella up to? I keep hearing whispering.
Oh, well, she's been
Don't
behaving.
bring
She's
that-
been,
No.
P2's been going on.
No. Don't do it.
Well, I
Lisa
told her.
Marie, don't do it.
Oh,
Don't pull her out. No.
she's been up this whole time. Now the K2 is going off because you said her name.
I am not
okay, see,
kidding.
now you say hi to people.
The last time she was on my show with Matt, she decided she was going to pull out a K2 and start messing with this doll. And Sarah
I get her set up
Russell
now beforehand.
she started getting a little close on a subject about Jacob and suicide. And the next thing I know, I'm getting a message in Messenger going, "What happened? Why am I blocked?" Dude, the only way to block somebody is for me to block them with my button. There was no blocking of Sarah Russell that night. Kimberly, without your doll.
No,
she's been in the background the whole time, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, I can't see that far. I can only see your face.
No, she's been right there.
No, she's right here.
Oh, Kimberly has got a creepy doll too.
Uh-oh.
This one, oh yeah, this one is just as creepy. I think Annabella might have a boyfriend.
Oh no, you can't see.
Now, is that a haunted
Nice.
doll, Kimberly?
This one came out of a lady's house, and she was actually given to me with a grouping of other dolls. She is almost 100 years old.
Nope.
Holy cow.
And when I first got her, she would not close her eyes, and now her eyes close and everything when you lay her back and everything.
No, thank you.
No, you
That's
can't
what I'm
play
saying,
games.
Matt.
This
I'm
team
with
too
you
is spiking up
110%.
yellow and orange.
Nope. I investigated one house where the daughter's bedroom was filled with those things. I walked in and went, no, and walked right back out.
That sounded just like the day in our house. You remember that collection of porcelain dolls that Bailey had?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I walked in
Yes,
that
this
room
one
and said, "Oh,
It's important. This one is so
What's
old
that?
that everything it's literally almost cracked plaster in some spots.
Wow.
And we were at another investigation where we set this old doll on a box.
That's awesome.
I jumped around this thing to make sure it wouldn't fall over. And my 105-pound investigator comes walking by, sits down, this thing falls, and his response is, "Oh, crap." That too is on YouTube.
It's crazy.
Wasn't I the one that did that, or?
No, that was me and Trevor. We were at the SD house
Oh, okay.
out in Stevens County. All right, guys. It's been fun. And you guys are coming back Wednesday for sure.
And November 3rd.
You know I'm
And
going to be
November
there.
3rd.
We'll be there.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm going to start picking you. Oh, damn it. Be right back, guys.
Rick,
God
what'd you
dang
do?
it, Rick.
Oh, wait, no, I'm the center square. Awesome. This is a weird Brady bunch.
Right?
Right?
Nope, we shifted again.
Sorry about that. I froze.
We noticed.
Well, all right, guys. I'm going to start removing you one by one here. And it's been fantastic talking to you guys. For those of you who just now kicked in, nah, you're not special, Matt. Fuck off. We had the Minnesota Spirit Hunters on with us tonight. Amazing team. Go check them out. They're going to have merch for sale. And just to show you guys one more time, they're
My name is Marcus Webby. I created a team of paranormal investigators to put clients' minds at ease and help the dead find the light. Using nothing but our gifts and our equipment, we will embark across the U.S. and be locked in for a full investigation. And the only way out is the satisfaction of our clients. Having a passion for the supernatural, we are the Minnesota Spirit Hunters.
Edinburgh Historical Museum. Here we are.
With over 150 documented deaths,
Noise, can you make that noise again?
this haunted asylum operated close to 100 years.
Oh, they say that a lot of people like to come in and out of here to play.
What started as a poor farm in the 1800s, housing people of all ages, with claims they were dropped off and abandoned, and the incurably insane, rumor has that the dead still roam the property at night. With the dead being buried in the cemetery on property, this 12,000 square foot asylum operated from 1910 to 2010. Welcome to Edinburgh Manor.
Now, before we hop off here, I had to play that one more time. Marcus, do I have your permission to play that in my group page?
Absolutely.
I
was
want.
gonna say, if you were asking for permission to play that again, you're a little late there, bud.
Oh no, I already have permission to play it once, smartass.
Oh, I know once, but you never asked for a second.
All right, listen here, Matt. I'm about to give you a bad rap, buddy.
I don't like rap. I'm more of a country guy.
I'm more of a metalhead myself.
Hey, it's the best you looked all night.
Starting it over again?
Oh, sorry about that,
Rick.
But yeah, I just wanted to get your permission to play that in my group page and also share that on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Clapper.
Go for it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, with that permission being said, now I'm going to kick you bunch of boneheads off my podcast, and I'm going to do a closing.
Okie dokie.
Make sure to watch the closing. I got something special for you.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That's right. I started doing custom-made entrances and exits now.
Ah.
As long as Rick didn't touch it, it should work.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be any fuzziness. Later, guys.
See ya.
Daddy?
All right, Rick. It's that time of the night where we say goodbye to our fans. You got anything to say?
Thank you guys for tuning in to this 3-hour and 6-minute long podcast. We enjoyed it. Thank you, Minnesota Spirit Hunters, for being on the podcast. We enjoyed you guys too. And always, Matt, the paranormal consultant. Thank you as well for joining us, buddy. We'll be on yours as well.
So,
one more thing. Don't forget to like and hit subscribe on the YouTube channel.
that's right. So from the Spokane Ghost crew to all of you, have a ghoulish night. Oh, and before I go, our next podcast will be Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And we will have the Minnesota Spirit Hunters back with us, along with Matt Barron. So you guys have a great night and take care. And we will see you guys, as always, in the next videos.
Welcome, boys and ghouls, to another edition of Spokane Ghost Talk. This is your ghost hosts, Brian and Rick, with special guests, Minnesota Spirit Hunters. So kick back, relax, and let us do the ghosting for you with this podcast. Aw, don't be sad, boils and ghouls. We'll be back here real soon with more Spokane Ghost Talk. We'd like to thank the Minnesota Spirit Hunters for being with us tonight. And hopefully, we'll have another team later. Catch you later, folks. Bye-bye.